We got that lovely Mario Kart DS to play here. Alright. Turn down the volume a little bit. Capture card can be very loud. Go ahead and pause the music. Here we are. Alright. So we got our little menu here. Seems the more I talk into the DS itself, the more it spins. Actually, where's the little microphone? There it is. Spin that sucker. Alright, let's do it to it. This does unfortunately reset the audio. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that down before it gets too loud.
Here we go.
Here we go. That seems to be a pretty darn good volume. Yep, I'm pretty satisfied with that. Alright, pull up the chat. I'm going to put myself in a comfortable position here with this lovely 2DS. Best system of all time. And by best system, I mean it's uncomfortable as all heck. The OG 2DS, keep in mind. Yoshi P broke you? What's Yoshi P?
Oh, sorry. Is my McNugget touching you?
Why is it huge, bro? Why is it on the screen such a huge fashion? I'm sorry, did my McNugget touch you? You started playing Final Fantasy 16? Oh, got you. I know nothing about Final Fantasy 16, so I didn't know. Is there, like, somebody named Yoshi in that, or? Praying we see Blue Shell dodge? I think it's in the new Mario Kart, but I'm not 100% sure. Very good question. You love that so much. It is a very funny redeem. We did add a new redeem chat today. We got a redeem where I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, did my McNugget touch you?" And it's a guy at McDonald's. It's Mr. FNAF himself. Or at least that's how he's known nowadays. He's been in plenty of movies. But yeah, I voiced for that little redeem with some McDonald's ASMR in the background. I learned recently you can dodge blue shells in DS with the drift boost. Yeah, I think back in DS... I can't vouch for Double Dash, but I know in DS Mario Kart, I believe 7 and 8, there are multiple ways to dodge blue shells. I think in later versions, obviously, it becomes a little harder.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is my McNugget couldn't touching you, chat chanuvu?
Shut the frick up. You get your McNugget fetish out of here, Omega. And with that, I shall be heading to work. I appreciate you, Omega. We'll see you soon. Definitely chime in with you soon. Had I known that as a kid, I would have been so much more menacing. Fair, honestly. Yeah, being able to like dodge blue shells without. That was back before the horn. That's pre-horn. HCP was the board of director for 16. Oh, it's an actual person name, or like like an actual person's name who worked on the game. Gotcha. I don't know why, but I've been having obsession to playing Daisy in Mario games. Daisy's a fun character to be. Daisy's a fun character to be fair. Who did that? So your favorite character in Kart and DS? So that's an excellent question, considering I haven't played Mario Kart DS in roughly 5 years. So let's go ahead and jump on in. I could probably give you a bit of a better idea as we jump in. I'm a pretty basic guy when it comes to. Oh wait, oh, there it is, 150cc. Also, hello, honey. Yeah, it's been 5 years since I played Mario Kart DS. I did a mini-series on my YouTube channel back in 2020. Summer of 2020, June of 2020. So it's actually been almost 5 years to the day. Again, I'm pretty basic. We don't have all the characters unlocked, but I'm pretty basic. I like Mario. I can also play as Yoshi. They tend to be my go-tos, and then sometimes Donkey Kong. I remember playing a lot of, I think, Donkey Kong and Yoshi. I'm gonna go back and look at it. Yeah, we got the default roster here. And we'll earn a couple more characters as we go. And I'm sure Kart parts as well. Let's go ahead and start off with Mario, just to get us going. Got the B-Dasher, obviously a very classic Kart by today's standards. Standard also kind of like balances things a bit better. The B-Dasher tends to give us better items. I think for the sake of at least being cool, we're definitely going to go with the B-Dasher. It's also very good with the items, so we're going to go ahead and start with that. We're going to do the Mushroom Cup to start us off with, and kind of go from there. If we have to play the other CCs, we can. My goal tonight is to showcase all 8 cups, some of the mission modes such, and yeah, kind of just go from there. If I want to do the other cups, I totally can. Kind of going backwards if we do, but that's okay. I want to show the main course stuff first, and then we'll go into the, what's the word? You know, like the mission mode. Alright, we are playing this on real hardware, like I said. So, oh wow. Oh wow, I'm so used to like just everybody somehow gets a pretty decent shot at getting items. Only had a couple item blocks back there. They were grabbed up really quickly. Boink. Got ourselves 3 mushrooms. We are on what some people proclaim to be one of the most basic courses in all of Mario Kart. Not a bad course per se, but definitely the start of Mario Kart DS. Kind of reminds me a bit of Toad, excuse me, Toad Circuit from Mario Kart 7. Croc equals Yoshi. To be fair, I mean, I would pull up the Did You Know Gaming quote of the day, but yeah. The whole Croc was going to be a Yoshi game originally. Spiel. Ow. I'd argue if anybody's actually a fan of Croc, you would know. More likely you know that fun fact. I say this as I spread these fun facts every now and then, and someone will be like, what? I'm like, huh, you didn't know that? Ba-ba-ba. Alright, let's see. We got Blooper. I'm assuming Blooper started in Mario Kart DS. To my knowledge, I'm not a big fan of Blooper. I don't mind Blooper as a character overall, but I think in the Mario Kart games, they're just kind of whatever. So, he did, yeah. Alright, we are in... Oh, shoot. We are in 3rd place. This 150cc is not to be fricked with. Oh, there's Ghost. I was like, what is happening? Blue Shell. I'm actually not doing so hot. In terms of, like, the position I could be in. This was a period of time when Mario Kart DS, I'd argue, was a lot harder. Mario Kart wasn't, like, necessarily the easiest thing in the world. Go ahead and ride it. Oh, right behind DK if I can help it. Alright, we got 2nd. That is okay. Not a bad start, per se. When you were 14, you used Daisy as the princess who needed to get rescued with your Mario toys, and Peach didn't have a figure yet. Instead of Bowser, you had to use a pig guard from Star Wars, and he sort of resembles King Koopa. That's fun. Chad, would you believe me if I told you I never played with toys as a kid? Like, by like played with toys, I mean like, you know how like kids would have like action figures and play around with like, you know, they come up with like stories and stuff. I never did that as a kid. I either had a toy that like did a thing, like let's say it's like an RC car, it would drive and stuff. Like I would do stuff like that, but I never like played with toys necessarily. I don't know why. I feel like that's like an every kid thing. Doink. That was with an axe pretty much. Alright. Let's go ahead and go this way. Yoshi Falls. I'd argue this is one of the more simple courses, but beloved simple courses. This one doesn't get a whole lot of hate. It's pretty cool, pretty chill. Man, I really gotta step up my game. This 150cc stuff is, ooh. Like, bro is in the lead. You cannot let up off the, pretty much drift in general, really. Only significant toy you had was a Beyblade. Other than that, it was video games and Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I feel that. I had very few toys myself, but I was mostly just the video game kid. So, like, I think I had, like... I mean, I'm sure I had, like, a couple things here and there, but for, like, the most part, it was, like, video games. Maybe, like, the iDog and, you know, silly stuff like that every now and then, but otherwise, it was always constantly video games for consoles. Go ahead and throw the blue shell. Please, please, please. Why'd you take forever? Oh, Yoshi crossed the finish line anyways. I'm kind of losing here. And this is going by very quickly. Already halfway through the cup. Really should have threw that stuff a little quicker. I really should have just threw the red shells like crazy. I'm so used to Mario Kart 8. You would throw a red shell, right? You throw a second one, and they would break each other. I'm like so Mario Kart 8 pilled that freaked me out. I should have just threw it all and then threw a blue shell. Yes, the tracks were so, for the most part, simple. True. It definitely, like, while they were simple courses, the online was very much, like, the highest feature of the game. Which I actually did not partake in when this game was out. I did not play anything online, DS or Wii related, believe it or not. I would download games from the Wii Shop channel back in the Wii days, but I would never play any online games, funnily enough. Also, T Cute Culture, welcome on in. It's good to see you. How you doing today, T? It's always good to see you. Speaking of that, I used for toys when the Jasper Sonic figures were brand new. I had to use them whilst us filling for Eggman. Oh, gotcha. Man, the Jazzware figurines back then. I will say this, I didn't play with them, but I sure as all heck collected them. I think by the time I was about... God, how old was I? I had to have been like 13, 14 at the time. I started collecting the Jazzware figurines, and you'd go to like Toys R Us, you'd find like Werehog Sonic and Black Knight Sonic, like stuff like that. It was very cool. Oh, you're a dingling. It was very cool for the time. I unfortunately parted ways with those toys a super long time ago. For pretty crappy reasons, I'm sure. Probably just to make a quick buck. Which really sucks because I wish I had those now. Or any of those gonna hit? No! Hit Donkey Kong. Fudge. F, shoot him. Oh, wow. I'm actually getting dunked. Especially kicking down with the one kid who brought only legendaries. Oh, for the Wi-Fi battles for Pokemon? Yeah. Oh, I didn't get an item. Alright, I'm gonna lock in for just a sec. Feel like I'm getting second place here any day now. I'm getting a lot of second place. By any chance, you suck. That's a bomb, bro. Ooh, that's a green shell. Yeet. Worth it. Oh! I didn't get an item. Move your cheeks. Oh my god. I don't believe you can look backwards in this game. Woo! I'm great and tired because I went to an event for my vendor business. Oh, heck yeah. Good old vendor business. I can see why you're tired, though, but that's okay. You can definitely rest easy now. Oh, man, I miss Toys R Us. I'm glad Macy's gave the Toys R Us back. They did, but I don't think it's nearly on a big enough scale. I mean, I don't know. I haven't went into a Macy's in a hot minute. If the toys are actually worthwhile, let me know. Oh my god, this game. Yo, Lancer, welcome on in. Yeah, we got Mario Kart DS night, and now we're heading on into Luigi's Mansion, a classic course of Mario Kart DS. I'd argue one of my favorites of Mario Kart DS. Now, in order for me to either A, win, or B, tie with Yoshi, I absolutely need to get first. If I can get a faster time on the course, or if we can get Yoshi to hit up third place somehow, while us getting first, we would win ultimately. Let's see if I can pull something off here. If I tie, I tie. If I lose, I lose. Tis what it is, right? Ooh, spicy meatball. So this particular course, I've told the story a good couple of times, so anybody who's been a veteran of my channel, or at least have heard the story a couple of times, I apologize in advance if you're hearing it for the upteenth time. But I'll never forget, back in 5th grade, I was in math class, right? And also love cartoons, welcome on in. I was in 5th grade. I had my math teacher. He loved video games. He also had a DS and everything. He loved like Big Brain Academy, Brain Age. He was the math teacher, right? So he had all that stuff. But he also had Mario Kart DS. And I remember on the last day of school, we all played Mario Kart DS with the local Wi-Fi. You could do that back then, right? You only had to have like the one game, and everyone could like work off of it. Some of us had the game, but some of us didn't. Anyways, I remember we were on the Luigi's Mansion course, and I had fudge. I had to have blue shelled him right at the finish line of Luigi's Mansion. He was in first, I was in second. I passed him up, beat him on Luigi's Mansion. He turns and looks at me and goes, "After a whole year of teaching you 5th grade math, this is how you treat me." And I was a pretty like shy kid back then, so I was like, "I'm sorry," but it was super funny. He was a really good teacher, but I just remember hitting him like right at the finish line of Luigi's Mansion, and him being like, "Bro, I taught you math for a year, and this is how you treat me." I'm like, "Sorry, do what you gotta do." I didn't throw the blue shell, but the blue shell got him. More so, I was in second, so whoever threw that blue shell could have even been one of my classmates. I don't even remember. I'm so used to there being a glider section here too. Oh, we're not doing so hot, Chief. That lightning is kind of a buzz right now. Kind of a buzzkill. We're gonna need an item for sure. We're gonna want to make a difference here. Ooh. Oh! That shell getting me last minute, bro. Unfortunately, still gave a second. Could always restart the cup. Dang. Alright, DS Download Play, best feature ever. Yeah, DS Download Play, which we're kind of getting something similar with the new DS. What am I saying, new DS? The new Switch. The Switch 2 has virtual game cards and some, like, game share thing that they're going to be doing soon, so I'm pretty excited for that. I might already be a thing on... No, wait, I think it's a Switch 2 thing. Don't quote me on that. I thought it was gonna be on Switch 1 as well. I'm like, no. That might be a Switch 2 thing. Cool little introduction there, though. We got a D rank. Honestly, it being 150cc. What? Can I hold on? Whose copy of Mario Kart DS is this? I had to get a different copy since the last time I played this. Erase data? Yeah, go ahead. I might erase it. I think we have... Who the frick is Paul? Whoever owned this, their name was Paul. That's hilarious. Yeah, I had to do a bit of a research of my DS and 3DS collection since then. So let's go ahead and do... I need caps to go down. Well, Paul, thank you for your sacrifice of giving me your copy of Mario Kart DS. There we go. If I can hit OK. I went to hit OK on the touchscreen. Didn't work. Still on the fence of getting one, but I will wait a bit longer. That's fair. I know for a fact I'm pretty excited for the Switch too. The fact that I've got it pre-ordered along with a couple other things. Definitely excited. Hi, I'm Paul. What if Paul had a 100% file? Paul would be a real one. Apparently Paul didn't have much of anything on here. Go ahead and go into Grand Prix. We will actually go ahead and do the 50cc. Go with Mario. We'll switch up and do the kart. We'll start with this. Let's do regular 50cc. Kind of warm ourselves up a little bit, and then, you know, obviously get some dubs and work our way up. Work our way up a little bit. Figure 8 circuit. Yeah, Mario Kart DS, Oop, hang on here. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, get better characters for 150. That's true, yeah. We can also get some more characters before then, so it wouldn't hurt to see if we can do anything about that. Oh, the 50cc, while not the worst deal in the world, it's noticeably slower. Definitely a good way to be able to take a look at the tracks and whatnot. I will say this. I do love Mario Kart DS. I think it's a great game. Very important game. I would argue this is the game that really got us to where we are now. You know, you had your Mario Kart Super Circuit, your Double Dash, your 64, all of these Mario Kart games that got us to where we were, right? But I'd argue Mario Kart DS was definitely the game that, like, steered us in the direction of where we are now. That being said, it is pixelated all heck. Like, I'm looking... This is real hardware, chat. But, like, man, you talk about... I'm looking at, like, the stands right now. That's a crispy chicken nugget right there. But we love it. We love it, though. Yeah, I agree. A little slow. Perfect practice for 50cc. True. Definitely will help us get a bit of a better feel for the drifting. DS was where modern Mario Kart was born. Yeah, definitely. I'd also argue this is where snaking was born. I believe you can still snake from Mario Kart DS all the way up until Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's a lot more effective in this game than it is in any of the others. You can still do it in the other games, but it's like most effective here. They nerfed that over time. But I believe, from what it sounds like, and I could be wrong, because I've been doing a lot of like research on Mario Kart World, it seems like Mario Kart World is nerfing a bit of the competitive scene and making it a lot more accessible for people, which sounds about right when it comes to like Mario Kart, right? Like they're trying to make it a lot more accessible for people. There might honestly still be a competitive curve. The game is not out yet. There's a couple of things you can do in that game that might give you the better edge, and I could just be talking out my butt. But you love the nerf to lightning? I completely agree. Thank God that it has been nerfed quite a bit. This is the game that changed the series. Absolutely. Super Circuit, in my opinion, was the weakest. Like, outside of Super Mario Kart, because I'm not the biggest fan of that, even though it was the start, I respect it for that. I would argue, yeah, Mario Kart Super Circuit was definitely probably one of the weaker Mario Kart games. It was just Mario Kart 64, in my opinion, but for GBA. I feel like it was Super Mario Kart, but for GBA. It was a very Super Mario Kart-esque game, and I'm just not a big fan of that game already. Easily the most infuriating thing is when somebody smuggled it into first and shocks everyone. Screw that garbage. Oh, you mean the person who, are you talking about the person who, like, got one of the Switch 2s off of, like, the lines or whatever, like, took it and ran off and was, like, looking at the system and frick? Like, there are people out there who are, like, not only down to do stuff like that, but there are people who are, like, trying to message that dude being like, yo, I'll buy that Switch 2 off you, name your price. It's like, do we have no morals? Oh no, I meant the Shockin' 8 Deluxe, but that's also true. Oh, okay. That made me think of that story, but no, okay, the Shockin' 8 Deluxe, I get you. No, yeah, the lighting in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is terrible. Thank God it's getting nerfed in the new game. It also seems like momentum isn't being nearly as ruined in Mario Kart World. Like, if you get hit by anything, You're not coming to a complete stop. You kind of have like a little bit of momentum still carrying you, which is nice. You're not just completely crashing out, having to restart. Which, thank God, I feel like that's always been like the buzzkill of Mario Kart 8. You get hit by like several red shells, and you hated your life. At least in the new Mario Kart, you kind of have like a little bit of something to run off of if you get hit. So we take those. Oh, also, if you get knocked out of bounds in Mario Kart World, when you get brought back to the screen, you don't get like, he doesn't carry you off the screen to like the part of the map and then drops you down. There's like a fade in black transition that brings you back, and then when you land from falling out of bounds, you get a boost. That's back. So like, holy frick, that only took forever. It only took him for like what, 10 plus years to get back? Like, we should have had that forever ago. We should have had that yesterday. So thankful in that regard. There's a lot of like quality of life things they've added to Mario Kart World. I've tried like looking into like the research and whatnot of that game, and the fireball has been nerfed. You could throw 14 shots before, now you can throw 7, but on a timer. And then you have the ice flower that where you shoot ice, you know, like ice balls, I guess is how you say it. You can throw 7 things of ice, and then that's that. You don't get 14, you get 7. So those have been nerfed, but probably for good reason. Yeet. There we go. Yeah, 50cc is pretty straightforward. Doesn't seem like this will be giving us much issue. Filed a complaint with the HR over how many times he's had a bad, he said to grab people out of bounds. True. Very true. Yeah, I don't know. Something about the out of bounds didn't feel right in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I can see what they were aiming for at the time, but looking back at it, like, definitely not the most efficient way to go about it. They're definitely like bringing it back to how it used to work, and how it used to work kind of works better. So, also a little bit of a side topic here. This is absolutely going to age the VOD for this video, so apologies in advance if anybody ever looks at this a year or two from now. But anyways, so game of the year, right? Everyone's always got their game of the year, what they look forward to being maybe their game of the year. So my most anticipated title is Mario Kart World. I'm looking forward to that game pretty much more than any other game, maybe close to like Sonic Cross Worlds. I'm definitely on my Kart brain right now, right? I'm looking forward to Mario Kart World maybe being my game of the year. Maybe it'll be game of the year. I didn't really think about this, but GTA 6 was coming out this year, and I thought, oh god, you know, never mind. That's going to end up being game of the year. You know for a fact that's good. Take that cake, right? Well, GTA 6 got delayed, to very little shock. I wasn't sure if they would or wouldn't delay it, and yeah, it seemed like they were pretty firm about their date for like a good while there. So I was kind of just sitting there like, okay, it's likely just going to take Game of the Year. Okay, gotta live with that. No, a lot of games this year have a shot at Game of the Year now. Mario Kart World, ironically, I think being one of them, because it's going to be such a big seller this year and a big system seller. So I'm pretty excited to see. I don't know, Mario Kart has a shot at some awards. I don't know if it'll get Game of the Year, but it'll at least rank high. Whereas, like, if GTA 6 was to come out this year, likely wouldn't have had Game of the Year whatsoever. That, like, when if that does come out next year, which I'm sure it will, you know, it's going to that game. There's no way it won't go to, it's not going to any other game. That game's going to speak for itself. Call of Duty would be Game of the Year. Call of Duty would be Game of the Year if it was nearly as popular as it used to be. It's still popular. Not nearly as popular as it used to be. Like, I don't think Call of Duty's ever been given a Game of the Year in a long time. If it ever has had a Game of the Year, it hasn't been one in a long time. But now, if it was somebody, like, if that was somebody's personal Game of the Year, fair enough. I know for me, it's definitely going to be Call of Duty Black Ops, bajillion numbers. Also, sucker for seeing people just flop fade in the darkness. Fair. Thinking this year Cross Worlds is what they're going to be on my radar. Not since the good old days. Not sure about Mario Kart World being Game of the Year. I'm not banking on it. I don't think it'll be Game of the Year. I would like for it to be, at least for me. But I could also see it going to some other like AAA title easily. I could definitely see Mario Kart World getting Best Family Game like award from like the Game Awards. It'll likely get that, you know. What fun memories I had of this game. Ah, yes, Mario Kart DS was such a fun time. I also had a lot of fond memories with this game. I was a very good kid about not losing games, right? Never lost cartridges, never lost anything, pretty much any time. Unfortunately, the only game I ever lost at any point in time was my copy of Mario Kart DS. I was on vacation. I had to have been in the car, and at some point I had, like, somehow lost the cartridge. Looked everywhere for it in the parking lot and everything, and sadly had lost it. Also, Little Hoot 23, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the cinema. But yeah, no, Mario Kart DS was the only game in my entire existence that I had lost. My heart sunk. I mean, that was, what, $35 back in the heyday, or 40, however much it was. Even if you got it used, you can get a little cheaper. But, like, man, money didn't grow on trees. And I certainly didn't get games, like, all the time, necessarily. Like, every now and then, sure. But, like, you know, you lose a copy of Mario Kart DS, it's either a matter of, are you going to get another copy, or are you going to move on and get something else? And it was just very disheartening that I lost Mario Kart DS. I was very sad. It's the only game I've ever lost. The only other game I technically, quote-unquote, lost was a game called Cell Damage for GameCube. I didn't lose it. My cousin borrowed it and never gave it back. And that got lost somehow, but that was more so him losing it. Also, hello, Little Hoot. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a lovely day today. Alright, we're back here on Luigi's Mansion now. Definitely have a higher shot at winning, it being 50cc. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, everyone in chat land, if you have any, like, particular memories with Mario Kart DS, and if you didn't grow up with Mario Kart DS, if you have any other memories of, like, Mario Kart, be sure to share them. I would love to hear about your memories of, like, older Mario Karts. I could probably reminisce on some other Mario Karts myself. I was a Mario Kart 64 kid. I did not grow up on Super Mario Kart. I was Mario Kart 64, then Double Dash. Then I think I got Super Circuit, even though I believe Super Circuit came out first. Could be wrong about that. Don't quote me on that. I just remember having Double Dash first, then Super Circuit later. I think I didn't mind Super Circuit at the time. I look back at it now, I don't love it all that much. But Mario Kart 64 was like my jam back in the heyday. And then when Double Dash came out, I enjoyed Double Dash. Still kind of preferred 64, I think. But I did like Double Dash. And then DS came out, and yeah, loved DS. Very, like, big at the time. This was the first portable Mario Kart game that was, like, 3D. Super Circuit was 2D. Had those, like, 64-looking sprites. You remember the missions of Mario Kart DS? Yeah, we're actually going to be taking a look at the missions here at some point tonight. But yeah, this was the only Mario Kart game that had a mission mode. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Mario Kart Wii also had some form of mission mode that was like, it had to involve like the online or something, but it's like completely locked out now because the online's gone, obviously. So yeah, we did as well. Okay, I never got to do the Wii one, surprisingly. Never really did a whole bunch of like online Wii stuff back in the heyday. I always did the Wii Shop channel, but nothing else. I never played Brawl Online, never played Mario Kart Wii Online. I kind of missed out. Yeah, it's officially gone, sadly. And I'm sure there's, like, ways to, like, click into it by today's standards. But nothing, like, you know, legitimately. Also, hello, Frost. It's good to see you. I'm so sorry I didn't get to say hello. I think World will have a sort of mission mode to the free roam area. Yeah, it seems like Mario Kart World is going to be our introduction to some mission mode structure after all this time. It's been a while since we've had some kind of like mission mode or objective of some kind, right? So it seems like we're finally getting that after a long time of not having like extra objectives, which I think will be very refreshing and a nice change of pace for Mario Kart. I love like regular racing and battle mode and all that, but we definitely need a something extra, which is going to be the free roam.
Chat,
and knockout.
Did you notice?
Knockout
we got
tourney.
some new emote to celebrate Mario Kart World and high-quality dining.
We
See if you can
do.
spot it.
See if you can spot it. True. I'm gonna get ready to spoil said emote, but chat, I'm gonna get it at the ready, right? We did get a brand new emote. Didn't get to put it up last night, but we do have it on hand now. If anybody is subscribed to the Twitch channel, you get access to the Zonic hamburger emote, which is named the Burgussie. This emote, if you take a very clear look at the gigantified version of the emote, has the little mushroom, little like toothpick inside. That is a reference to Mario Kart World. We already have a Mario Kart World emote, so it could legitimately just be a regular hamburger at Day's End, right? But we wanted it to be Mario Kart World-esque. With obviously wearing the plumber outfit and everything, so I thought that'd be a fun idea. Big shout out, big shout out to Sandyfinity in chat for making that emote. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take a lovely second here to give a shout out to my good friend. Not only a fantastic Twitch streamer, but also somebody who does emotes and commission work. And they made that for me, and they did a fantastic job. So thank you, Zinni. I appreciate you. Everyone go give the lovely Zinni Fendini a follow for me if you don't mind. I love that Samus emote. The salute's good. We've been enjoying Metroid Prime 2 Ackworth lately. So, definitely on my Samus kick right now. Alright, Grand Prix, 50cc. Let's go ahead and change up characters. Let's go with Yoshi. So much of Yoshi. Luigi. And we gotta rock the Poltergeist 4000, naturally. Yeah! 2 stars! I will say I'm a bit sad that the Blue Falcon doesn't appear in World. Gonna miss terrorizing people with my little jet racer. There is definitely a couple things missing. Ooh, Desert Hills, Delfino Square, Waluigi Pinball, and Shroom Ridge. Back out for just a sec. Okay, I wanted to make sure. Never mind. We'll go with Luigi. Yeah, there's a couple things that are gonna be missing from Mario Kart World. I used to I was somebody who mained Iggy, not Iggy. Is it Iggy? I should know the name of my kart racer in Mario Kart 8. Yeah, Iggy. I used to race with him. I still do, technically, until Mario Kart World comes out. The Koopa Kids are gone. I'm not a big fan of the Koopa Kids for the most part, but I did like Iggy. Just because he was green and crazy. Just like me. And there's a couple other characters and kart types that are going to be taking, a backseat for Mario Kart World. Now, Mario Kart World, I'm going to be real with you, chat. I know it's an $80 game. It's $50 if you get it bundled. I'm getting it bundled, so it's $50 for me, but it's $80 for those who want physical, right? I know that's ticked people off, and I'm gonna lay up off that subject just because I feel like we've heard that to death. Let's go ahead and push that to the side for a second, and let's talk about the fact of DLC. Here's the problem: if we get DLC for the game, if it's free, you're not gonna hear people complain. Maybe you'll even be able to justify the $80 price tag. But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. Unless it's included with Nintendo Online, which I can see them maybe doing, kind of like with the booster pack. Unless they include it with the Nintendo Online, it's going to be paid for. It's going to be paid for DLC. We're going to get it at some point. It's going to tick a lot of people off. Honest to God, it's going to tick a lot of people off. I know it will. I look forward to DLC regardless. I would love DLC for Mario Kart World. But I can see people being like, I already paid $80 for this game. Why the heck am I, paying another $20, $25 for DLC? I totally understand if that ticks somebody off. For me, though, Mario Kart is something that, I love the pieces. I want more of it. I would be willing to pay more money for more DLC. You could argue I'm part of the problem. I'm not going to necessarily disagree with you. But, there are a lot of people out there who play, I'm making an example, a bit of a different example here. There's a lot of people out there who play stuff like Genshin Impact, or they'll play some kind of, game where it has, a buying system, or a gacha, or whatever the heck, right? They'll spend dozens upon dozens of dollars, maybe even hundreds, trying to get certain characters and skins and all that kind of stuff, right? I'm just somebody who, if I paid anywhere between $50 to $80 for Mario Kart World, and I wanted DLC, and I'm willing to pay an extra $20, $30, maybe even more, for more of a game like that, I'm entering that 100 range. Yeah, sure, I'm kind of in that domain, but, what's the difference between, spending that much on something like that, and then also somebody spending hundreds on a gacha game? Difference is, I think it's because it's Mario Kart. I think because it's Mario Kart, not a gacha game, and it's $80, that's what's turning people off, but otherwise, you're probably spending less money doing that than somebody who, actually invests in, something like Fortnite or something. I'm not trying to justify for it. I'm just saying, teach their own. People enjoy a thing. They want more of a thing. Enjoy yourself. No one's saying you have to go out there and get the DLC. Although there are instances where, if you don't get the DLC, you're left out of a fun thing, yada yada. I get it. I do get it. Oh, God forbid a card game. Oh, yeah, a card game. Shoot, dude. Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something that you're going to get, you're either going to chuckle, chat, you're going to get a chuckle out of this, or you're going to go, oh, my God, that's insane. I went to a dedicated store for Pokemon stuff. Nothing but Pokemon. No Yu-Gi-Oh!, no nothing else. It's just purely Pokemon, right? Pokemon cards, Pokemon stuff, Pokemon. Okay? I kind of wanted to get into card collecting. I thought, how fun would it be to collect cards again? I'm not going to get, intense about it. I just want to, collect a couple packs every now and then. Just have fun with that. Just, collect some cards. Have a binder. Go back to what I used to do years ago. Way, way back then. The lady at the counter... it's not a dedicated card shop or anything. It's got mostly plushies and merchandise, right? But the lady at the counter actually goes, it's kind of a really bad time to get into Pokemon card collecting. I kind of wouldn't recommend it. I was willing to pay money for packs. She was really nice, but I was willing to pay for packs and a binder and all that. And she was like, it's a bad time. I'm going to be real with you. And I was like, fair enough. I'm glad you told me. Like, you know, it's bad when the person's job is to, like, sell you on these things. And she's like, I just wouldn't recommend it. And I'm like, thank you for sparing me. You know, I ended up buying, like, some plushies and some other stuff that day. But she actually just flat out told me, like, bro, don't even get started. And I'm like, okay. It's so bad. Like, you know it's bad when she's telling you, like, don't do it. And that's, like, kind of their job. Like, that store makes it to money. Like, long story short, before anyone feels bad about her, like, not doing her job, this store makes it to money. It's got constant customers. It sells a lot. I buy from there fairly frequently. I've probably given them hundreds of dollars over the course of, like, the past couple of years. But you know it's bad when she's telling you, like, nah, don't get into card collecting. It's so bad, dude. Like, if you've ever seen people, like, grab a bunch of packs or hoard them or steal them or, you know, you see a whole section of a store just empty, it's insanity. It used to never be like that. Now it is. Yeah, she did me a favor. She did. I'll be honest with you. I do want to kind of collect cards still, but she did me a solid.
Enjoy the ad reviewing and the lovely emotes. We hope you enjoy your stay at the Zach and Zonic Cinema.
Yo, Ari out here with the 16 months of being subscribed. Why did I read 16? I got 16 from somewhere. 21, I'm so sorry. I can count, totally. No, thank you so much for resubscribing at 21 months. Enjoy the app reviewing and the lovely emotes. You, my friend, also have access to a new emote. I actually get to say that. I love it when I get to say that line. But we have a new emote. We have the Zonic Burgussi emote. And if you want the gigantified version of that emote, and the off chance you want to see a closer look at it, it looks like this. The gigantic Burgussi emote. So see, here's a funny story from my end. Oh, I would love to hear the story. I would love to hear the story. Yeah, I used to be into card collecting too, but I ended up stopping after all the downsides. It's still cool though. No, that's fair. That's completely fair. Yeah, it's just very unfortunate that we don't get to like enjoy stuff like that like we used to, but tis what it is. Oh my god. Yeah, honey, I got the hamburger emote. How do you like it? I'm very curious as to what you think about it. I have a bit of an idea as to something to do with it at some point, but I have to give me some free time for it. So proud of the emote. Yeah, the lovely Zenny in chat had made the emote for me. Whipped it up real quick. Saw it on Twitter and I had questions. I could probably answer those questions because I got a couple answers for you. That's a Zenny art if I ever seen one. True. True. Very much his art. Yeah, I immediately messaged him like my last hour of work, and I'm like, I've got an idea. You want to hear me out? And he's like, sure. Why and what's in the burger? So I guess it's your run-of-the-mill burger. You got, oh, fudge. You got patty, cheese, tomato, lettuce. I'm sure there's like sauce in there somewhere, ketchup, mustard, somewhere down the line. Your average burger. But it does have, if you look very carefully at the emote, I'll even put it on the screen. If you look very carefully at the emote, it's got a little Mario Kart World, little toothpick in the burger. It's a mushroom. Let's see. We got Maui saying around COVID when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I called my local card shop to buy a whole box of the latest set at the time. Store owner was so happy to see me again, but heavily advised me not to get it because the shoddy pull rates. That's insanity. I believe it though. I believe it. Like, you know it's bad when they're telling you like, bro, it's not worth it. Yeah, let me go into my art stuff real quick. So if you look very carefully at the emote, let me go ahead and grab it. I want to make sure I'm getting the right file. Here we go. If you look very carefully, we got the Mario Kart World toothpick in the burger. And if anybody's curious as to what it looks like in the actual game, I'll go ahead and grab that real quick. Mario Kart World burger. We'll get you some reference here. Hopefully I can find this. Either that or I'll look through my DMs with Zinni. Is there a burger mobile in Mario Kart World? If so, I'm going to rock that vehicle. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to go into my DMs with Zinni and go back to my references I sent him. Yes, here it is. That was honestly easier than whatever the heck I was trying to do just now. Okay. So we got that, right? This is the burger for reference. You got the toothpick right there. So that's the burger. That's what a Mario Kart World burger looks like. You got a big, thick thing of tomato there. But that is a Mario Kart World reference. We do have a Mario Kart World emote on a technicality. You know me, Chad. I gotta be ready for that when it's raring to go. Hello, Caleb. It's good to see you. To be honest, a Mario Burger would go hard. It would. It would. I did anyway, and I didn't get anything higher than super rares. Oh no, and not even a single ultra rare. In a box with 24 packs where you're guaranteed at least 3 ultra rare cards. That's dog water! Bro, that's dog water. Holy frick. That's actually criminal. Alright, but the Sonic Burger ain't free. Or if you actually, you know, that gives me my obligatory enter my Discord moment. Although, if you become a part of my Discord, the Sinopolis Zone, you do have access to the Sonic Burger emote for free. And sticker, for that matter. It's behind that lovely Twitch paywall for emotes. But if you go into my Discord, it is free there. Chili dogs! So I thought, screw it, I'm going to go buy some of them since they were at Staples. Each copy was a secret rare and a Starlight rare. Oh, wow. Crazy. Man, I haven't bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards in absolutely forever. The last Yu-Gi-Oh card I got was the promo card I got from the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out in theaters back in, I want to say 2017. Don't quote me on that year. If you go to Nintendo Land with the burger, and their burgers don't look like that, I'm going to frown. They're actually better than that, Ari. I don't know if you've actually gotten to see the Mario burger from Nintendo World. But the burger itself is actually a lot cooler. Now, I will tell you, if you're not a fan of mushrooms, you're gonna be like, yo, I don't want mushrooms on my burger. You could probably ask for it, like, not on the burger. I'm not somebody who likes mushrooms, so I'm not gonna be getting mushrooms on the burger. But, so this is what the burger looks like in Mario Kart World, right? That's what the burger looks like. This is what it's gonna look like at the amusement park. Oh, that was a really clean, that's a really clean image. That's a really clean image. But that's what that's gonna look like. IRL. So you can imagine maybe without the mushrooms on the top. But it's got like a bacon mustache. It's got a little imprint, a little hat. It comes with some fries. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you're not going to be disappointed. It's Nintendo World. They're going to give you the goods. Did you say Mario Burger? Where? We love the Mario Burger. I think there's like other dishes too. I'll have to show you sometime. Is the burger cooked medium rare? I am curious if you get the burger cooked the way you want it. You know how like some places will actually ask you like how you want your burger done? I'm hoping it is medium rare. That's actually kind of how I like my burger. Absolutely. Also, we got Waluigi Pinball, baby! You love the energy in that picture? It's really good, yeah. Super good burger. Yeah, best track in the game. Guys, Waluigi Pinball, we literally started stream with this song, the Smash Brothers version. This course speaks for itself. Now this is just my take. I'd argue it's in its best format on DS. I don't mind it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but there's something about it in Mario Kart DS that feels right. Like, it feels correct here. I don't know what it is, but it feels like the best at home. It is good on Mario Kart 8 and the other, like, platforms it's been on. I think it was also in Mario Kart 7, don't quote me on that. But it feels best on its original console, or handheld, I should say. But it's good regardless. We love Waluigi Pinball. Alright, I'm just moving in. Watch out for the ball, yo. I usually get fricked at some point. Okay, we're good. Surprisingly, no ball down there. Something about the sleazy 3D Waluigi model in the back enhances it. True. And there's like an extra charm to it being the original, I suppose, right? Kind of like how if you like look back at like, oh, I don't know, Yoshi's Valley, it's better in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but like there's something about the primitive version of Yoshi's Valley that like enamors you a little bit. It's special in its own right. Also, Biggie, it's good to see you. How you doing today? Also, the lap 2 sound? Yeah! It's a little different, ain't it? It's pretty cool. Chef's kiss. True, true. They didn't have to go that extra mile, but they did. And it's very appreciated. They went the extra mile for this course. Oh, I didn't get an item, and I sure did. Man, that blue shell doesn't even hesitate to hit you in this game. Like, when it's on its way, it's on its way. It immediately shows up on your screen, you're gonna get nuked. I feel like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it gives you like almost like a little extra bit of breathing room for that horn. But in this game, no, you don't get that breathing room. Oh, we got 2 balls now. That's what's going on here. I believe it's per lap. There seems to be another pinball ball added to it. Got 2 balls, yo. Go ahead and throw that green shell back. Not that I need it. Not that I need to do that. Might as well, though. Oh, you mother fricker. Lightning on the lap 3. Cannot be doing that, bro. Alright. Yeah, for those who don't know, I didn't really get to mention this at any point during the stream. We've been kind of doing like a blast from the past Mario Kart, like almost like Road to Mario Kart World series. Not been doing it in order, for the record. We've been playing it in whatever order I desire. But so far we've done, obviously, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Nights. We've showcased Mario Kart Wii not too long ago, with my Zonic mod in the game. We're now doing Mario Kart DS right now. And we're going to be doing Mario Kart 7 tomorrow, so if you guys want more Mario Kart action, stay tuned. Tomorrow we're tackling Mario Kart 7, so we're tackling the DS and 3DS versions of Mario Kart, basically, this weekend. And then I believe after that we're going to be looking into, like, Double Dash, 64, maybe Super Circuit, maybe Super Mario Kart. I don't plan on tackling absolutely everything and everything, just Mario Kart related. That's totally English. We're not going to be tackling absolutely everything under the sun, but we're going to tackle as much as we can. I plan on doing at least 64... Ow, frickin' hit myself. 64 Double Dash. Kind of just go from there. I'm going to showcase like a little bit of Super Mario Kart and maybe a decent chunk, maybe like a little bit of Super Circuit. I don't really want to give them full-on showcases. I'm not the biggest fan of those games, unfortunately, and I don't really feel comfortable just doing a whole stream on a game I'm not like the biggest on. So we'll take a look at them for like a second, doing Mario Kart 64. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a Mario Kart 64 stream, and then I'm going to, like, after I do Mario Kart 64, we're going to dip into Super Mario Kart for a second and Super Circuit, just to kind of show them off for a second, just to, like, to say we've touched upon them, but I'm not going to, like, give them full showcases. Again, not the biggest fan of those games. Don't hate them, just don't love them. We gave the blue shell so much more personality. The Wiimote would blare with a fire alarm when it was coming at you. True! It was a very scary signal, too. You would know when a blue shell was pulling up, and it was the scariest thing known to man. Funny enough, I never got to do DS or 7. DS, in my opinion, set the standard for Mario Kart. DS was the reason why we're where we are in Mario Kart. Where I would say Mario Kart 7 absolutely walked, so Mario Kart 8 could run. 7 was a really good game, but it took everything, like 8 took everything 7 did and did it better. And so 7 became this quote-unquote forgettable Mario Kart game. I'm not going to call it forgettable, but for a lot of people it was considered forgettable. Just because of, like, other than some like exclusive courses on 7 / some stuff that's like been stuck on Mario Kart 7, for the most part, like 8 took 7 and like made it better, basically. So if you like 8, you'll likely like 7. I'd say it's like a simplified version of Mario Kart 8. Actually, here's a good analogy. If anybody's ever played Mario 3D World in Mario 3D Land, you know how like in Mario 3D World, it's like this big bombastic 3D Mario platformer, where Mario 3D Land was a little bit more simplistic. I would say like that's kind of similar to Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 7 was nice, but Mario Kart 8 like upped the ante and had that 3D world like whoa factor in your face. So I'd say like yeah, that's a good analogy. 7 was fun, but 8 like took it and like ran with it. Mario Kart 8 is the best Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best Mario Kart game of all time. And I'm not necessarily wanting to state that as a fact. I would state that that is generally like the most professional answer out there, because you know it really is the best of the Mario Kart formula on a technicality. I'm not saying like it has to be your favorite Mario Kart. I know plenty of people who prefer Double Dash, plenty of people who prefer Wii, etc., etc. I'm going to state like it's Mario Kart 8 is like that's the best Mario Kart we've had so far on a technicality. Mario Kart World is absolutely going to knock that into the water. Like, Mario Kart World seems to be like it's on its way to being the best Mario Kart of all time. Naturally, after 10 years of waiting for a new Mario Kart, it's going to be the best of the best. That's a pretty good comparison. Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, and I don't ever want that to, like, scare people into not trying, like, Mario Kart 7 or even Mario 3D Land, for that matter. It's kind of weird, because I grew up with Mario 3D Land on the 3DS. Had that at its launch. And then I played 3D World. I'm like, whoa, it's 3D Land, but like way better. You know, if somebody played 3D World, I don't want them like going, oh, I don't need to play 3D Land. It's just the same thing, but like not as good, right? No, no, no. You know, give 3D Land a try. It's its own game, and it's got its own merits. It's fun. I'm going to argue it's simplistic in comparison, but give it a whirl. It's a good time. I like Mario 3D Land. If anything, I'd argue Mario Kart 7 is a lot more in that vein of like, just because you played Mario Kart 8 doesn't mean you shouldn't play Mario Kart 7. Give Mario Kart 7 a whirl still. It's still a fun little game. Unfortunately, I believe its online is out of like order now, so unless you use like fan service, which I do believe exists, it's like done. 3D Land to me. Oh, hi.
Sorry. Is my McNugget touching you?
Your McNugget is touching me. That is not a picture of me, for the record. I forget his name, but he's the guy from Zathura. Aurora, have you? It's a new redeem I have. It's a new redeem I have. Here, I'll play it one more time. Can I like? I'm gonna see if I can turn down the volume of this game. I want you to be able to listen to it. Can I turn down the volume of this game? Settings. Oh, we got surround sound? Surround sound's better. I want that on. Locate friend off. Setup complete. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that real quick. I'm gonna go to the website. I'll play you one on the house because I want you to be able to listen to it carefully. It's very funny. Send test interaction. Have fun.
Oh, sorry. Is my McNugget touching you?
You get like a little phone notification in the background like somebody's on their iPhone or some crap. It's really funny. Alright, Grand Prix 50cc. We're gonna my wife as a nugget? What am I looking at? Good question. It's a very good question. It's a very cursed redeem. We're going to be heading on into the next cup. Let's go ahead and play as Princess Peach. We don't get to play as her too often. And I am going to swap out her vehicle. Well, yeah, we'll swap out her vehicle. I'll go with the standard cart. Bro, I'm dead. You're looking at something you shouldn't worry about. Alright, let's head on into the Star Cup. We got DK Pass, TikTok Clock, Mario Circuit, and Airship Fortress. DK Pass is pretty good. TikTok Clock, I used to hate. Now I do like. Mario Kart Circuit is pretty okay. And then Airship Fortress is, I'd argue, a classic. People very much love Airship Fortress. As a matter of fact, I do believe it's one of the returning courses in Mario Kart World. It might be a little redefined from Mario Kart World standards, but we are getting Airship Fortress back. And that is a blessing. Very glad we're getting that back. 3, 2, 1, go! The perfect redeem!
Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Peach. Dude, that was the perfect redeem, though. Hot diggity dog. Zinni out here in clutch. Bless your soul. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, Toad, I'm gonna cut you off, bro. You've had enough alcohol. Yeah, get fricked. Bop. Got one Nana. I'm gonna hold on to it for a sec. Drop. See if it gets anybody. Oh, this was basically Mount Wario before Mount Wario. Oh yeah. Oh. Let's go. Now we're jamming. Ow. Also, hello, Gamer Freak. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a lovely day today. You can't stop Toad. He's the best. That's true. What was I thinking? No, seriously, what was I thinking? He clearly states he's the best. And he is. And there's a difference between Toad saying he's the best and Luigi saying he's a wiener. He's not saying he's a winner, he's a wiener. Obviously, Toad's the best. Being a wiener and being the best is two different things. You could notoriously be both at the same time. It's a very rare occurrence. Hi, it's me, I'm a wiener, / the best. That's the ego talking. That's the neat part you weren't. True. Hi, I'm the worst. Doing well, finally getting over this cold. I need one more day. That's fair. Man, I've been hearing a lot of people getting sick lately. That's crazy. I absolutely hope everyone has a speedy recovery. I believe Kit, I don't think he's here right now, but Kit has been recovering from being sick too. Well, I hope the best for everybody. I'm gonna make the tennis turn to the west here. There we go. Yeah, before DK Summit, we had DK Pass. Not nearly as good as DK Summit, in my opinion. Or in the European name, DK Snowboard Cross. If anybody's not in the States. DK Snowboard Cross. My hands, unfortunately, as much as I do love playing DS and 3DS stuff, my hands do start to hurt with the capture card. It's a very uncomfortable capture card. It does work, it's just holding this thing is very uncomfortable, in my opinion. Just for me, though. Could just be a me thing. But it's like minor baby complaining. I'm not gonna, like, cry over it per se. It's not the worst pain or anything. I'd argue it's, like, itchy. I don't know how to describe an itchy console, but it's a little itchy. Alright, let's go ahead and make this turn. Oh, that's a blue shell, bro. I'm not gonna make that. Huh. Speed of Toad starting to think they're backpedaling him and Captain Toad not being the same person. A lot of the recent stuff seems to be nudging them being the same person. It's getting confusing. It is getting confusing. Isn't it like Explorer outfit or something in Mario Kart World? Like him and Toadette have Explorer outfits. It's like, just call it Captain Toad and, you know, Captain Toadette. Like, man, are we retconning this, or are we saying like anybody could be an Explorer? Is this the actual Toad? Is this not Toad? What are we doing here? Toad has always been a little ambiguous with how they work. For better or worse. Sometimes it makes you think. Like, is the blue smock Toad like OG Toad, or anyone can be an Explorer, you say? Yeah. I feel like I triggered some kind of like memory for you.
Sonic, did you get Pokemon Pocket Code?
Oh, are you talking about the pocket code that gives you the 24-hour glasses and whatnot? Yeah. Omega hooked me up with that yesterday. I was like, I ain't about to not get hourglasses here. That's a great idea. Gotta grab those, right? Shout out to Omega. Highly appreciate you. Whoa, TikTok clock is so much more different than I remember being. There's no inside. Wow, okay, this is actually kind of crazy to me looking at this. I unfortunately fell off the course. I'm in second place. I can live with that. We'll bounce back. The rubber band shouldn't be too bad here. There we go. Oh, yeah. Grab that, thank you kindly. A banana. Let's go ahead and ride the top here. Oh, I missed it by a pin. Shame on me. It's weird because they avoid it with Yoshi by usually only having one green Yoshi whenever they have a whole herd. True. It's almost like Yoshi gets to be his own character, but Toad, all the same. What's that? Say, Nintendo. Shame on you. Shame. Oh, Toad, you're a little too close for my comfort. We've been talking things about you, bro. I'm so sorry. No wonder you're trying to catch up with me. You're probably trying to ease in on the conversation. This part right here, on this part of the TikTok clock, is like insane looking to me. It's so different compared to what we have in Mario Kart 8. Like, I'm not complaining. It's almost kind of cool in its own right, really. It's just so much more different. I'd argue in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe it makes it a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for here? The ambiance, I suppose, is better. But, I don't know, I'm liking the DS version of this too. It's pretty cool. That gives you a little bit of boost back there. Those like little cogs. Very cool to have. I'm not going to get an item. Wow! Whoever placed that banana there, your mother. Go ahead and get the ink off my face. That's another blue shell, bro. I'm getting tired, boss. Please stop throwing those at me. I suppose it being 50cc, I'm bound to be the blue shell target. Ooh, don't you think about it. I heard that red shell. Oh, I wasn't looking forward. I looked at the mini-map, saw the banana down there. Played myself. This is a good tactic right here. Kind of speed along. There you go. Much better. Alright, let's go ahead and grab an item if we can help it. Maybe... Yeah, we're getting bananas. When you're this in the lead, you're not getting nothing cool. And then that's it. Yeet. I love throwing myself off a cliff after doing that. The character gets so overjoyed, like, yay, I won. Falls. So funny. Well, you can get fake boxes in first. That's true. That's true. It doesn't always have to be a banana. But Uberlord, welcome on in. It's good to see you. You can get fake boxes, bananas. I don't know if you can get a green shell. Oh, are we on Yoshi Circuit? Yo, let's go. Oh, no, wait. Are we? No. We're on Mario Circuit. I don't know why I thought we were at Yoshi Circuit suddenly. I was like, huh? I think Toad is supposed to be the only red Toad that wears a blue vest. But then on the Wii era, all the red Toads were blue. I've been seeing more pure red Toads lately, though. Same, actually. Yeah, they've been playing a lot more of those Toads. Fake boxes in the game are fun because they actually look like real item boxes. True, dude. They've messed up. They messed up fake item boxes later down the pipeline. They were too either obvious or just, I don't know. They weren't very good. The ones in this game are very like deceitful, and that's very nice. You will actually get fooled every now and then. They absolutely did the disservice to the item box, the fake item box later. I can't see anymore. They messed it up. Oh, hang on, sorry. My side chat box is being weird. There we go. Yeah, they messed them up by making them not exist. True. Yeah, we used to have them. They no longer exist. We had them in Wii, but I think we had them in Wii, right? But the only thing I didn't like about them being in Wii was they were like, they made them red looking. Like, you knew they were fake. Like, they looked evil. Whereas, like, yeah, Mario Kart 7, 8 Deluxe, and all that, like, I don't think we have those item boxes anymore. They're gone. Are they coming back from Mario Kart World? I don't remember if they are or not. They might be coming back. I don't remember, though. Yeah, we used to have an item that punished you for not paying attention to what happened to all that. True. I don't remember if we're getting fake item boxes back or not. I don't quite recall. Speaking of a fake item box, boom. Also, if you take a look at the mini-map, I believe that's a way to indicate if it's a fake or not. It's the only other way you can tell. Da, da, da. Ooh, excuse me, I'm getting a yawn. Also, hello, Wild. It's good to see you. Ordered a new tablet from Walmart. Yo, let's go. What kind of tablet are we talking about? It's always good to get some new technology. Yeah, fake boxes are dark red on the mini-map. Yeah. See, like, I feel like it's fair game on the mini-map. Like, if you look at the mini-map and you see that it's like a dark red, that's fair game. You paid attention to the mini-map, now you know it's fake. You gotta look at the regular screen. Boom, you can dodge it. If you really want to dodge it that way. Used to love hiding fake boxes inside real ones. Same. That was always the best. I feel like nowadays you have to like put a banana peel in front of like an item box, and that's the new trickery. Not nearly as cool. There's a mission in mission mode that fully takes advantage of that fact. Oh heck yeah! I haven't done the mission mode thing in a long time. We're actually going to be taking a look at that later tonight. Love the mission mode in this game. So yeah, I haven't played this game in roughly 5 years because I did like a little YouTube series on Mario Kart DS, showing off like all the cups. Surprisingly, never did the mission mode for some reason. So maybe I wanted to like move on or something, but definitely want to take a look at the mission mode tonight. Boom. The bird is called Head Wolf. An Android 15 tablet. From my understanding, it's a gaming tablet. Ooh, okay. Sounds fun. Alright, we got Airship Fortress. Same, last I played the game was in 2019, mostly because it hurts my hands to play. I'm feeling that right now, as a matter of fact. So I've got like I'm actually playing this on real hardware, right? Got a 2DS with a capture card built into it and everything. It's a very uncomfortable handheld to hold. when there's a cord sticking out of the side of it to record like footage and stuff. It's very, not very good on the hands right now. It does get the job done though. Like I'm getting that footage in, and we're able to play this on real hardware and all that. Not that I'm against simulation per se, but yeah, I'm just more so doing this on real hardware, and hurts the hands of VTuber. Also, Gad, it's good to see you. How you doing today? Hope life has been treating you well. Mind you, the pain isn't from snaking, like, oh heck. No, that's fair. That is completely fair. I don't think I've ever successfully been like somebody who can like snake in Mario Kart DS. I can probably do it for like a second, but I don't think I can like keep it up for like several laps at a time. Knowing me. It's not my instinct to do that. On a personal. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, Airship Fortress coming back in Mario Kart World is going to be very exciting. Airship Fortress is pretty cool. Been good, crazy, busy. Finally rebuilt my whole stream setup on my new PC. Yo, let's go. Good to hear. I know that's quite time consuming, but once it's done, you're raring to go, and you're going to do the do. Get back into the stream of things and whatnot. It's mostly a rhythm thing. I think that's probably why I'm not good at snaking. I say surprisingly, I somewhat don't have rhythm, unfortunately. I can, but it's really situational. Really depends on like what I'm doing. This Bowser's Castle were your favorites on the DS? Oh yes, Bowser's Castle is a good one too. Some people are already kind of saying they don't really like the new Bowser's Castle in Mario Kart World. I have seen screenshots of this Bowser's Castle for Mario Kart World. So far, from what little bit I've seen, it looks okay. Like, I don't know if I'm going to love it, but I won't know until I play it. It looks okay, though. Does that mean you're not good at Donkey Konga? I've actually never played Donkey Konga before, but I would love to give that a whirl. I got that one drum game with the little, got it by Bandai Namco. I'm not going to be able to remember the title of it right now, but I did get the drum for it. Like, I wanted it for years, and I finally got it recently with the game. And I've been meaning to play that. Jungle Beat? Jungle Beat's good, though. I did like Jungle Beat. I prefer the new play control version of Jungle Beat on a personal, but I do like the one with the bongos. The bongos are classic. A fun little story chat. So my mom worked third shift, hospital type job when I was growing up. So I remember I had the bongos in Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, right? And I'd hit those bongos like no tomorrow. You're a kid with all this energy, right? I had to have been like 11 or 12 at the time. And just hitting the heck out of the bongos. And my mom was like, can you just be a little more quiet with those bongos? I'm trying to sleep and, you know, work third shift. So I had to be so quiet with the bongos, and that made it really hard to play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It was a very fun game, but yeah, not the easiest to play when your mom's trying to sleep. As someone who isn't going to play World, I still think the movement options in World will just make fun to watch in game. Yeah! Or in general, yeah. Now, I'm very excited. For anybody who's not able to get a Switch 2, or they just want the coverage on Mario Kart World, and they want to like see what it's all about, I got you guys covered. Day 1, June 5th. We're going to be doing all of that. Mission passed. Dude, that fade out was perfect. Please. That needs clipped. Holy frick. That fade out with the GTA sound was so good. Got 2 stars. Pretty good. Unlocked the special cup. Huzzah, huzzah. My one memory of Jungle Beat was a kid playing it at summer camp, but unable to beat a level because a group behind him was doing some yoga dance class that involved a bunch of clapping. Oh, wow. That's very interesting, actually. Interesting. I will say Jungle Beat's definitely not a pushover game. It's not, I'm not going to call it like an easy game. It definitely requires some quick thinking, I suppose. Alright, we got Yoshi, we got a special cup. We'll go ahead and jump on in with Yoshi. I think we'll go with the standard cart since the weight and the items. Well, the drift apparently on the egg is not very good, but I think I can manage. Let's go ahead and try it. We're going to head on into the special cup consisting of Wario Stadium, Peach Gardens, Bowser's Castle, and Rainbow Road. Let's do it. All I had to do was follow the dang train, ZJ. I'll take 2 number 9s, number 9 large, and number 6 with extra dip. 2 number 45s, 1 with cheese, and a large soda. It's gonna kill my throat if I keep that up. Excuse me. I would love to try Donkey Konga though someday, although I think streaming it would be a pain because it has copyrighted music. Does it have like All-Star and stuff? You forgot number 7? Oh no, I gotta go back and redo the order. I thought I forgot something actually. Hello Tomato Wave, it's good to see you. Got me a Fruity Pebbles? Yo, let's go. And weight in this game is only an issue if you plan on fusing someone with a nearby wall. That's fair. That's fair. Weight wasn't much of an issue. The drift is a little dog water with Yoshi here in this cart, but realistically, I'm not having much issue with my drifting in this game, so. And the fact that items were kind of low, I'm not getting anything crazy in 50cc anyway, so I figured, frick it. We'll go with the egg cart. Ooh. Oh, shoot. I'm so used to, like, the latest version of this Wario Stadium that seeing this is so crazy to me. Boom. Still love throwing a good bomb backwards, though. Ooh, we got inked. Hang in there, Yoshi. You got this, bud. Woohoo! They had a Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Wait, it had Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Wait, what was the conversation we were having before? I may have missed context for whatever the reply to that was. I may have goofed. Which is, DS is very easy to do because collision physics go stupid in this game. They do. They absolutely do. I do appreciate, like, what this game did for us as a whole going forward with Mario Kart. But, yeah, obviously it tinkered out some stuff after Mario Kart DS with, like, Wii and so forth, so forth. But the way it functions in this game, I don't know, there's, like, a charm to it. Mario Kart DS is still very charming. I'd argue this is still one of the best, like, DS games of all time. Yo! Number 9 large.
A number 6 with extra dip.
Number 6 with extra dip.
Number 7.
Number 7. Yeah, no, I did miss the number 7. I forgot the number 7 in there. I'm a fake Big Smoke fan. Then I deserve my Big Smoke fan license to be revoked. Dang. Alright, we're gonna throw this back. Yeet. Unfunnily, in battle mode, it's possible to hurt someone twice with the same mushroom on some maps. That's incredible. I love that. It's a good little exploit. Aw. And you do... Oh, wow, I just realized... So you lose your item, but it does get knocked out of you in this game. I don't know if it functions differently going forward. But in this game, if you get hit by a blue shell and you have an item, the item pops out of your inventory and lays at the side. Very interesting. I guess that makes sense. Doesn't really happen like that anymore, to my knowledge. Let's say, like, bring that back somehow. I don't know all of the ins and outs of Mario Kart World, so I'm going to be trying to learn up on that, like, a bit more here soon. Get prepared for the new one. Alright. Whoosh! Hey, Sonic. Yes, Omega. I feel like you're about to DM me something, or you have DM'd me something. After this match, check DMs. Here we go. You were cooking something, weren't you? Oh, God. I'm scared. I'm a little frightened. I'm gonna take a look here in a sec. Yeet! Hut! Whoa. Right to that. That really hinges on people being close enough to the edge and you bumping into them on the side that shoves them off the track. Fair. So it's a little situational. It also isn't as strong since most people can refill a balloon in the time it takes to fall off the track. That's true. That's true. Man, I haven't played the battle mode in DS and I couldn't even tell you how long that's been. Alright, I'm gonna look at my DMs, Omega. Let's see what you got. Insert cat toad theme here. Yo, I got that big head. Hold on. Omega, I got a question for you in DMs. God bless the select button. Why did they make balloon refilling attach to the mic? True, you had to like blow into the microphone to blow your balloon. Like, conceptually, that's neat. Effectively, though, like, man, like, I don't know if you've played Diddy Kong Racing DS, I don't know if you played Diddy
Fired
Kong Racing
again,
DS,
and I
but
missed,
man.
and then I missed again.
And
You
then I
got
fired again. And then I missed. And then I fired. And then I fired. And I missed. I missed both times.
I missed
And then
both times. Then I fired,
missed.
and then I missed. Yeah, if you've ever played like Mario Kart DS, it's the same with like Diddy Kong Racing DS. You have to blow into the microphone to like knock out some fire, get your cart rolling. You have to use the stylus to roll the wheel and roll the turbine. It's really obnoxious how that game works. This went on for several hours. Imagine if Donkey Kong Country Returns, you had to blow into the controller to make DK blow. Dude, imagine though. There's a world out there where that exists somewhere. There's a alternate universe, or you could technically mod it into the 3DS version if I'm not mistaken.
You missed that one. Try another.
Try another. I got that reference. I don't know if that old man's still around still, but we like him. We invite him to many a party. As someone whose lungs aren't as killer as they used to be closer to DS's release, I appreciate not being hit with the vitality check by a video game. That's true. Dude, I feel that. I very much feel that. Holy crap. Also, not to mention, you would just like spit all over your system when you're going and trying to blow all over your system. You were just begging for a dirty screen at some point. Again, conceptually, it's pretty neat, but see, tried to Diddy Racing DS on an emulator, and half of it didn't work because of the touchscreen and mic. That sounds about right. Because yeah, as much as Diddy Kong Racing DS is a serviceable port for the time, like almost like a remake of a sorts, it was of its time. Absolutely, it was very gimmicky, very much kind of relied on DS gimmicks, and they had some DS features that just weren't the greatest. I like Diddy Kong Racing DS, but I'd much rather play Diddy Kong Racing for the N64. Much better.
Let me tell you boys something
about women. They got handheld console bundles used to come with screen cleaners, right? True, though.
Let me tell you boys something about women.
Something about women.
Yes,
Women is a trip, Uncle
Let's
Funkle.
say you accidentally scream out.
Thank you, Will. Let me tell you boys something about Donkey Kong. Let me tell you boys something about the Donkey Kong redesign. Something about the Donkey Kong redesign. I didn't want to throw that forward, but I suppose that works. Not that it matters too much. I'm not really facing any competition right now. Bit of a casual run with this being 50cc, but hey, you know what? I'm having fun. Diddy Kong is a trip, Uncle Funkle. True, though. Gadcoms are open, by the way. Commissions. Gad, if you're still there, you gotta see the art piece. You gotta see the art piece that Zinni made for me. I'll put it up on the screen. It's an emote I have now, but you gotta see it up close and personal. Look at this beautiful art piece by the lovely Zinnifinity. Burger. Might need to snag one. Heck yeah. Oh, GAD comms are open, by the way. I thought you were saying GAD comms are open, by the way, like you were open for comms. No, GAD's comms are open. I need to take a look at that. I love me a good commishi. Ooh, yes. Oh, is that a suck? I'm so sorry. I removed it. It also wasn't layered with Tangia. It would have been on top of the screen. I'm so sorry. Hang on, I have an idea. We do memento. I got a bit of a, what's the word, a compromise. Let me go into this. Oh, this is not the page I needed. Interactions home. Here we go. Let me replay that for you real quick. This is what it would have looked like. There you go. We'll do a bit of a repeat on that one since I didn't have it there properly. There you go. Much better. A double suck, if you will. That's an S tier emote you made, Zinni. Yeah, so good. Zinni out here making the peak emotes. I made it my icon and a whole bunch of other such on my social medias. Also, Swaggy, it's good to see you. Welcome on in. I also had this icon that I was tempted to use at one point. It's like a Mario Kart World version of it. Or I'm out in the desert. eating burger on the Mario Kart circuit. What the heck kind of Kirby was that? A Kirby that gives the good suck. Yo, dance time, let's go. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Have a bomb. I missed. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Ah, it's a wall. I can't see. The cat's in the way, bro. Mushroom City here. Oh, that's, wow. Didn't see that coming, if I'm being honest. I'm getting dunked. Yo, frick your lightning, though. Oh, that's gonna cancel my drift. Okay, so the cart with the drift here is not very good for Yosh. The Yosh does not like that. I do remember kind of liking this Bowser's Castle, though. It's pretty solid, all things considered. Whoa! Lost my mushies. That cat took first place. It sure did. Took front stage and just up front and center. Absolutely. You know, Omega, one of these days, as much as I love the Mexi cat, we should look into me getting my character over that cat dance, because I've always wanted that, right? But adding the sombrero on top. But it's my character. Like, we have to have that at some point. I feel like that's doable. I see people with that commission type. I would just have to ask for the sombrero. I've been very picky about who does it, though. Because I've seen some people who do them, but some of them don't do it the way I want them to do it. Like, I don't know. I'm a little picky about it, but I'll find one. What CC are you playing on? This is 50cc so far. We've gone through the first, I believe this is the 4th cup in 50cc. Then we'll be moving on to the last 4, and then we'll be bumping up the CC. Ow, that's good time that I was hit by that, because holy crap, I would have perished otherwise. Yo, been a while. Yo, Azri, welcome on in. How it go? Currently playing some Mario Kart DS right now, kind of just going down memory lane, taking a look at this. I don't know how long I'll have stream go on for. I'm gonna be 100% honest. My back is killing me. Kind of want to like lay down after a while. I'm not sleepy per se, but back kind of hurts a little bit. Never played on this track. Not, no, I'm not counting Wii custom tracks. No, that's fair. That's fair. A lot happened. Too much, if you ask me. I understand that. I totally understand that. I had a pretty good April, all things considered, but like the last couple of days of April were like super bad for me, sadly. Dealt with it as best I could, but how's it for you, if I may ask? Not too bad. Not too bad as of right now. Doing pretty good. Your back is killing you from carrying the world on your shoulders. And Mario, you gotta take some weights off your shoulders. You're gonna kill yourself. Don't worry about it, Luigi. I'm just trying to be a good Samaritan. Okay. Seeming to be on track for success here. There we go. Yo, my mushroom. No, I wanted that. That was mine from before. Before Dingus for Brains took it. That's a blue shell. Nah. I do what I want. I don't go down by your terms. That was a very weird hit. Well, that's a red shell. I almost went for a mushroom thinking that's going to give me a boost. I don't know why I did that. I thought I was going to cross the finish line and then, you know what I mean? Like, do that. Oh! Barely got that. Toad actually would have won. Toad actually would have won with me goobing around like that. I need to be a little bit more careful. It looked like you were actually falling upwards. It did, didn't it? That was such a weird transition. That's good. The past few weeks, or rather months, have been taxing to say the least, but at the end of April, it has actually been chill for the most part. That's good. I'm hoping we have a bit of a bounce back with the month of May. I know a lot of people had like a lot of rough moments in April. I'm hoping May is maybe like the comeback month for a lot of us. Now you dive into another game as of recent. Ooh, what you been playing recently? So has anyone here seen the Minecraft movie yet? If so, please do not spoil anything because I have not seen it yet. I'm curious if anyone has seen it or not. I have seen it in theaters. I will not say or spoil anything, but I have seen it. As much as I would love to elaborate, not like spoil obviously, just kind of give my opinions, but I'll hold back. I will not say a thing. Whoa. Tried to go back to single items after Deluxe made the double dash item standard. True though. Dude, the singular item is actually kind of killing me now. Biggie says they've seen it. You dove into Celeste. Ooh, very good game choice from what I've heard. I've not played it myself, but I know enough to know it's super good. I mean, you can fall upwards in this game. It just requires a setup. Oh, interesting. Okay. Whoa. I'm getting Rainbow Roaded, dude. Holy frick. Alright, speaking of the comeback, let's go ahead and do that real quick, yeah? Now, this is a Rainbow Road, by the way. Haven't gotten to elaborate on this. This is a Rainbow Road that I feel could come back, but would need a little bit of revision in a modern setting. It's good, but you're going to need to revise it just a little bit. But you could also argue it's kind of a basic Rainbow Road. There's nothing super special by today's standards. There's a little bit of Mario Kart 64 in the instruments there. Then I'm now just realizing it needs no revisions. I feel like there's like, I don't know, something about the loop. The corkscrew loop. I feel like you need just a little, I don't know, maybe like I don't know. It's hard for me to explain. I think for the most part, it's like, it totally works fine. If this would work, it's something like Mario Kart World, no problem. Like, this loop here is fine. The track is peak Mario Kart, both in terms of tech and how you're mean to be allowed to be. Or, sorry, how mean you're allowed to be. That's fair, then. That's fair. Maybe I've got too much Nintendo brain, and I'm thinking, like, how they've been, like, taking all these classic courses and trying to, like, rework them. This would work in its own right, to be fair. Like, you could easily put this in Mario Kart World, and it would just work that way. You wouldn't have a problem working. What lap were you on? 2? Okay. It's a really good and a banger yet powerful soundtrack as well as an emotional story. Heck yeah. I'm kind of in the boat of, like, when I see a video game, like, especially an indie game, getting it, like, an OST vinyl record, that's when I know it's a good video game. Like, if you were good enough to get a vinyl record and you're, like, an indie game, like, you've done something right. That's a way for me to gauge, like, indie games to a degree. Celeste is definitely, like, it already spoke for itself. Like, I already know it's a good game. But, like, seeing it have, like, a vinyl record and this and that, like, yeah, it's got merch. It's good. It's a good game. Oh, boy. Absolutely speaks for itself. Loved the loop as a kid. The loop is very fun. Having a Rainbow Road loop feels good. It's proper. Let me go ahead and lock in here real quick and secure our cup. A nice fake item block. Dunk. Not glad I was playing the game. I was also feeling called out on a few aspects that they covered in the game. I think I know where you're going with that. I could be wrong. I know enough about the game to know it touches upon a couple subjects. Woo boy. Oh! I freaking call shenanigans. That hit me from the side, bro, when I had a banana peel out. What's that about? Man, the loop is fun, especially when you start beaming people into falling upwards because of physics. I've been hit on the loop before, and you start dropping like a crazy goober. It's really funny to watch, though. You could absolutely be mean on that loop. Yeah, red shells get hit from the side in this game. What of it? It's not a bad thing, I just forgot about it, if I'm being honest. Like, it's kind of neat in a way, because you know how, like, if you have, like, an item, you can, like, block, like, whatever's coming your way? I kind of like the fact that a shell can hit you from the side. Like, depending on when and where you throw it, it's pretty cool. I was more so taken aback. I haven't seen that in forever. C rank, that's fair. Probably due to my Bowser Castle shenanigans being funny. You can now choose Dry Bones as a character. There you go. Oh, we're getting credits. Okay. Well, guys, the Mario Kart's been fun, but that's it for tonight. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't think they'd give me the credits after just 4 cups. I thought they'd give me the credits after the 8. Fair, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna do a quick stretchy stretch as to fix my back. Oh my god, that feels incredible. Chad, if I can help it, I'm definitely going to like stop streaming tonight by like 2 a.m. tops. Like 1 or 2 a.m., but probably 2 a.m. I am somebody who has been getting pretty bad sleep these last couple of nights. I will try to get better sleep tonight. We played so much Metroid Prime 2 Echoes last night. It's not the real credits, guys. We gotta earn them, though. That's fair. All millennials, please stand for the DS's console anthem. True, though. So I actually listened to a playlist of, like, chill, like, Nintendo music and whatnot, because I like listening to that. And the last song they played on the chill list was this song. And I'm like, my man out here playing the right song to end us off. My boy Dry Bones, yeah, it does for sure. I'm not going to spoil it because I honestly recommend experiencing it whenever you want. That sounds good. I'll definitely have to give Celeste a try someday. I don't know when I will, but I know it's been on my bucket list. I really want to tackle, what's it called? Deltarune. I've been meaning to tackle Deltarune before the chapters 3 and 4 come out. I've never played Deltarune before. I have been warned about fans being a little crazy in chat, so I got to be careful when I go to stream that game. Yeah, you definitely need more sleep, Z. You've been playing for really long hours lately. I really have. Truth be told, not to like concern anyone, like because I function at day's end, but I shouldn't get into a habit of it, right? My maximum for streaming should be 2 a.m. What I've been doing lately is I've been streaming from 2 to 2:30 a.m. Sometimes 3. Like last night we did like a little after 3, and then I would stay up till like 4. Talking with like friends or hanging out for a bit. Next thing you know, it's like 4:30 in the morning. By the time you fall asleep, I have to be up by like 8:30. So 4:30, 8:30, you fall asleep. You're not even getting 4 hours of sleep. So you do that a couple nights in a row, it really catches up with you. No wonder I take these like unexpected naps and I fall asleep before like my stream times because I get so tired. So I will try to cap myself sometime tonight and go to bed at a reasonable hour. 2 a.m. is my max tonight, no matter what. I'm not allowed to go past that. And I should just go to bed when I can. If I talk with friends, it's for a little bit. No 4 a.m. shenanigans, though. I was able to snag Celeste thanks to a very good sale and the Rift of the Necrodancer collab DLC. Ah, yeah, if you do that on Steam, you end up getting like a really good deal on like a package of games. If you already own a game, you get like a discount on that. Aw, Satoru Iwata. Rest in peace. I think the stream was dying for a sec. Ooh, you might be right, unfortunately. Okay, internet's back to quote-unquote good. I'm going to do a quick speed test. Internet speed test. Unfortunately, chat, we've had some questionable internet every now and then lately. It's been spotty at night for some reason. So far, it seems like we have an okay upload speed. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it's kind of dipping, unfortunately. Going to be a little upset if we have to cut this short because life decided to be cruel. Ba, ba, ba. Should be slowly building up. The true ending has Mario start speeding up about 48 seconds in, or 84 seconds in, I'm sorry. Which just reminded me I need to mentally prepare for the Pizza Tower DLC for Rift. Ah yes, the Pizza Tower DLC coming up for that. Yeah, my internet's like flat out and giving up. Oh well, now I've got a good upload speed. Are we allowed to keep that? Are we allowed to keep the good internet? I'm gonna do one more speed test. One more. It seems like we're back. If anybody needs to refresh their page, you can refresh your page. I think we're back. You get bad internet too? I thought I was the only one. I have pretty good internet, but for some reason the last like week it has been spotty at night for some reason. Not 100% sure why. But let's go ahead and dip back into the single player. Seems like we're back on track. And again, if anybody needs to refresh the page, feel free to refresh. Oh, we got a different menu here now. Due to dry bones. We'll go ahead and play as Toad. And we'll go with the standard since his regular cart looks kind of just okay. Internet is good. Again. Refresh if need be. There we go. Alright. Let's go ahead and dip on into... Whoa, hang on. It's wrong area. 50cc. Toad. Standard cart. Let's go ahead and do the Shell Cup. Mario Circuit 1, Moo Moo Farm, Peach Circuit, and Luigi Circuit. So these are going to be classic courses. You know what's really weird to me? Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Sour Cup, and Special Cup in this game, right? A lot of these courses, like Peach Gardens, that's a new course in this game, right? That is considered a classic by today's standards. So while I'm playing through these, it feels like I'm playing like retro courses all the time, right? No, they're all new here. These are the retro courses. All right, let's go ahead and do it. It's just crazy to me how like that used to be like the new, and now it's like that's quote unquote retro. All right. Oh god, of course they start us off with this one though. They gotta give us some Super Nintendo courses. I suppose I can live with that. Internet likes to stop working multiple times at night. Sometimes I'm literally suffering. Wow, I feel that. There was one night, not too long ago, that I had the night off from streaming. My internet got so bad, I was so glad I didn't stream that night. I was like, okay, so I've spared everybody from that night. Because it was like a whole hour and some of it being slow. That would have been a cancellation, or it would have been a... Oh, nope, there it goes again. Freaking nuts. Wait, it's getting shoddy again. Or are we back? We back? We not? I'm scared, chat. My internet likes to be good suddenly, then it goes back to being poo-poo. Am I allowed to be a streamer tonight, or is that life telling me you gotta get up off your rump and move on? Remember I logged this game and my R button broke mid-race after unlocking him? Oh no! That's rough hours. Alright, we're on lap 3. We'll hang in there as long as we can. Unless it gets super bad, chat. I'm not going to quite give up, but if I have to give up, I'll give up. I don't want to give up, though. 'Twas not the plans, man. Man, I am just leaving everyone in the dust. We're about to almost lap a guy. Almost lap Dry Bones. He just got unlocked, too. Poor fella. Super quick course. Takes you less than 30 seconds per lap. Easy peasy. Even on 50cc of all things. We are now at the lovely Moo Moo Farm. And in my humble opinion, this Moo Moo Farm could use a little something something. Don't worry about me, chat. I'll catch up in the race. It's worth it for the cow. The cow has to be here. Dang, not my boy getting shafted to last. Poor Dry Bones. He deserved better. Full Bill. We haven't actually been able to show that off so far, so that worked out. Ooh. The internet's a little spotty, unfortunately. I'm getting like yellow signals now instead of red. Oh, get dunked. Worst case scenario, chat, we did talk about this game for a little while. We had some fun. I don't want to sound like I'm giving up, but worst case, you know, we've had a no-can run. Almost a 2-hour stream. Not my favorite by today's standards. By my standards, anyhow. But I wouldn't die. Donk. Get back here, Mario! Mario! You're not allowed to leave. Wow, I started snaking, yo. For real though, when I played Mario Party 7 or 8, I would always pick Dry Bones. We love Dry Bones in this household. Dry Bones is great. I'm glad he was in Mario Party 8 too. I remember, like, I never grew up with Mario Party 7. So when he was in Mario Party 8 and I got that, I was like, yo, Dry Bones? I think I remember even playing him in Mario Party 8, actually. He's, like, far from, like, my norm. But when I saw him playable, I was like, I never get to play with this guy. I say this is like DS existed, but, you know, Mario Kart DS, but still. Very cool, very cool. God, I love Moo Meadows. So good. Frickin' side red shell. I have my pet peeves, bro. I will mildly complain. Only because I'm a sore loser. Oh, nope, we're dipping in quality again. Might be for a second, might be for a minute, might be forever. Yeah, we're dipping.
Thanks for the bits.
Yo!
Now I can buy hamburger.
Sonny out here with the 100 biddies. Do you know why you are more likely to listen to middle-aged people than other people? They're a 40 figures. God dang it. Oh my god. Between you and Pool of the Dead giving me these freaking dad jokes. What was the one he told me the other day? It was like a music one. Some kind of music one he gave me. Oh, I can't remember, but it was like really corny. Oh, unfortunately my stream quality's dipping. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and pause there. Puns never die. True. This do be a pun household. But I highly appreciate the 100 biddies. Thank you so very much. I hope the day is serving you well. Welcome on in. So far, life's trying to strike me down by not letting me be a streamer and have my OBS quality dip, but I'm hanging in there. Not the end of the world. I won't quite give up. Might have to give up, but at least it won't be on my terms. I'd rather be forced to give up than to me have that choice. I know that sounds backwards. Most people want that choice. But I'd rather it be like, oh, because because of technological things. Like, I'd rather it be that than because I gave up. I don't like giving up. Like, when it's my call. Get fricked Mario. You might even say the puns really drive the stream. True. I'm suddenly getting a little itch to play some Mario again. That or some Mario Party. Ah, Mario Party would be fun too. Fair. Pause for like a split second here. Notice almost every streamer recently seems to be having some stream dip issues. I think Twitch must have changed how they do encoding or something. I know their API changed recently, which if anybody's curious as to what Twitch API is, probably best not to ask me. It's like a very technological thing. It's how Twitch runs things and whatnot. But long story short, yeah, they've changed that recently. And yeah, I'd argue ever since then things have gotten a little strange with the quality and how things work and whatnot. So I don't know. Could honestly be the case because I have really good internet. We have I have what's the word? I have LAN. As a matter of fact, I have a Ethernet cord. I have like 500 something download speed for me on a personal. I think we're close to a, what's the word? We have like the 1 gig, but my computer literally can take half that gig. I have like the Ethernet cord, so it takes 500 download speed, and my upload speed should be somewhere between 30 to 40. But keep in mind, right, you need about, like, I'd argue an average of 8 to 10 upload speed to be, like, sustainable, at least for OBS. Like, I'd say somewhere between 8 and 10. I have anywhere between 30 to 40. Plenty, right? For some reason, it's been dipping anywhere between, I'm not even kidding, like, 4 or 5 all the way down to, like, 0. No joke. No freaking joke, dude. It'll dip all the way down to, like, 0.25, and I'm like, that's nothing. Like, we're dipping right now, so I have no idea how that's gonna look for everybody. And then, it's spotty right now. It dips for like a second, then it goes back to being good again. Not exactly sure why. Sadly, I hate to admit this, it's doable. A stream is doable when I'm put in a position like this with the way it's fluctuating. It's just very inconvenient. It's not the best quality I can give my audience. But again, I'm kind of at the mercy of whatever the heck's going on with either Twitch / my internet, so... Ah, well. It is what it is. I don't want to complain about it too much, but... The other day I was trying to stream something, and the stream restarted 8 times in about 10 minutes. My Wi-Fi wasn't stuttering at all, so that's why I'm pretty sure it's on Twitch's end. It, honest to God, could be. It honest to God could be. And now it's dipping again. Kind of in that yellow territory, goes back into green. Wonderful. While I mentioned Mario Party, what is some of y'all's favorites? I'll start by saying yours is either between 6 or 7. I am a pretty big fan of Mario Party 2. I loved Mario Party 2 back in the N64 days. Mario Party 2, I like Mario Party 4. I unfortunately skipped out on 5, 6, and 7. Thinking, okay, these come out so abundantly, I don't need to buy them all the time. But I did have the pleasure of playing Mario Party 5 not too long ago. It was pretty fun. Sonic Shuffle, god dang it. Clearly Mario Party Game Boy Advance. Or dare I say Crash Bash. Anyways. No, so Mario Party 2, 4, and I'd say Jamboree, actually. I might go ahead and give some Jamboree some high praise, but I'd say 2, 4, and Jamboree. I do enjoy 8, though. We played 7? Oh, did we play 7? I thought we played 5. Never mind. We played 7. I couldn't remember which one we played, apparently. Thank you for not letting me spread misinformation. We played Mario Party 7. 7 was really solid then. We had a really fun time playing 7. You're a dingling game. 7 has the 8 player? Yeah. Catch you down. Hello, welcome on in. Now, for anybody popping on in, and also Karyash, welcome on in. And SSSJD, welcome on in. Man, we got everyone popping on in. For anybody who doesn't know, the internet's getting a little spotty every now and then, so if my quality dips or if my stream just stutters every now and then, apparently that's normal right now. It's really obnoxious, but it is what it is. So if anybody's like, oh, is my internet being weird or is stream being weird for anybody else, don't worry about it. It's a me thing, apparently. Oh, the Double Dash, of course. We love Double Dash. Good old Double Dash. I blame the internet. I also blame the internet. We did finish this cup, thankfully. So we got about 3 more cups. I might honestly do everything in 50cc, proceed to do some mission mode, and then we'll wrap up for the night. Because unless my internet decides to like just flat out stabilize, it's going to be a bit of a slog. Mario Party 9 was okay. I didn't get to play 9. I played 10. 10 was basically 9, but I think just more so the same but better. And it was eh. I didn't really like 10 all that much. I didn't hate it. It was just whatever. It was a whatever Mario Party game. Guessing you already played my favorite Rainbow Road already? Yeah, we actually got done not too long ago doing the Special Cup. Pretty fun Rainbow Road, all things considered. Alright, we're going to be playing as the lovely Donkey Kong. Rest in pesto, this design. Minus the fact he's very polygonal in this game. But this version of DK is being put to rest. The Rambi Rider. It has very bad handling and meh acceleration, but everything else is good. In all honesty, we'll go ahead and ride the Rambi Rider, just for the sake of showcasing Rambi. Gotta have that, right? And now we're heading on into Banana Cup, Donut Plains, Frappe, Snowland, Bowser Castle 2, and Baby Park. First time Baby Park being on the go. Now Mario Party 10 is 9, but worse. Fair, honestly, if you consider the modes and the things that they've changed in that game, 10 was kind of like bad. I'll be real, I like 9 more than 10. 9 to me was a guilty pleasure. No, that's fair. I respect that. I respect that. This is from somebody who didn't get to play 9. So from my perspective, I thought 10 was just 9, but slightly better. But again, I never played 9, so I can't really give a proper opinion on that. So upset DS Rainbow Road didn't come back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In all honesty, we were kind of talking about that earlier. It is kind of a darn shame that it never came back, like, ever. To my knowledge, did we ever get Mario Kart DS Rainbow Road back, or did that, like, never return? I can't remember if it ever returned or not. We are going to be covering Mario Kart 7 tomorrow night, as a matter of fact. So if anybody missed out on a little bit of DS tonight, we have Mario Kart 7 tomorrow. We'll be showcasing that. We are playing this on real hardware. This is on a real 3DS console with the capture card. Real copy of Mario Kart DS. This game was owned by Paul. Thank you, Paul. I own your copy of Mario Kart DS now. We appreciate you, Paul. Has it returned? Okay, I thought that was the case. Oh, this one. This is the one that's in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This one right here. Definitely simplified, but still. Or I think it was. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know where I'm actually. Never mind. Mario Kart Party 9 does the car ID okay, but it mostly depends on what party course you did. Because if you did something like Toad Road, then okay, it'll be fun. But if you did something like Dolphin Shores, then you'll hate the car idea. Gotcha, gotcha. Guess some of the mini games in 10 did feel better than 9, but 9 had some of the consistency with what it was trying to go for. That's fair. I know for a lot of people in recent years, the boards have been the most important aspect for them. So if you have like crappy boards, like the board experience, like that'll be make or break. Mini games are one thing, but boards are another. So hopefully going forward, we still get some pretty cool boards. They should have one Super Nintendo track per game that is totally flat, but add 3D to the rest. You know, fair. Fair. While 10, the main party game is fine, but Bowser Party, yeah, you gotta lose if you're not... Yeah, you get ready to lose if you're not Bowser. True, it was very one-sided. I don't miss those Mario Party games, if I'm being honest. I think we live in better Mario Party times, finally. Ooh, unfortunately, stream is taking quite the dip. It is, like, staying that way. Also found it dumb that in 9 you can't save. That was always stupid to me. You had to finish everything in one go. True. Thank God they added that feature later. Alright, internet was dipping there, but we are quote-unquote back. Don't count on that for too long. But apparently we're back in the green for a second. It is absolutely fighting me tonight, so... Again, we might have to wrap up sooner than later than I really wanted to. But unfortunately, I'm at the mercy of my internet deciding to be awesome. Really praying it doesn't stay this way for too long. The CPU is using lag switches in offline play. Bada. Ah! Red shell. Whoa! Also my red shell. You. Ooh, Muriel. Okay, back at it again. Gotta call it early, got sleep to catch up on. See you later, Kart Yas. Thank you so much for being here. I do like Frappe Land, though. This is a classic N64 course. Minus the snowman being a little bit of a pain in the A for some people. It's a nice little course. And I love the song. I'm very biased towards the N64, I'm sure. But I'm just being honest. Arr. That's me throwing it back. Though I also argue that 9 has solid boss battles. DS boss battles were peak. DS Mario Party was actually a pretty good game, though. I feel like that's like the one Mario Party game a lot of people have slept on, was DS. Mario Party Advance, for the Game Boy Advance, I'm going to argue is the worst Mario Party game of all time. Everyone, you can say what you will about almost any other Mario Party game, but I'd argue Advance is probably the worst. From what I remember. It was just... Holy frick, dude. Yeah, Yo, Otterly. I mean, top 100 exists. Is it sad I was trying to forget about that one on purpose? But Otterly, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. We are currently playing some Mario Kart DS. I will let you know that my internet is being a little spotty tonight, so if there are times where it dips or gets a little funky, that is normal. But otherwise, we're having a pretty fun time. Hope you're all having a lovely day today. My childhood, I am home. Yo, let's go. You'll have to let us know what you were streaming today. Welcome on in, everybody. I'll read a little bit of chat here in a second. I believe I have done what they called locking in. Oh, you know a real one that no one talks about? Island Tour? Yeah, Island Tour... You know what's sad about Top 100? Top 100, at that point in time, was like a dream Mario Party for me. It had, you know, classic mini games from all these Mario Parties I grew up with. Like, I thought, wow, what a wonderful time to be alive. And they dumped all over it. Yep, there goes my stream. A little funny there. That's okay, though. Let's play Roblox. Oh, that's right, you're playing the Roblox entitled Boxing Game. I think Hajime no Ippo, but in Roblox, it was wild. Got a lot of wins, and even got myself up the diamond rank. Had absolute blast and made me slightly addicted. Yo, let's go. Got some good gaming going on then. Always love to hear that. That's me throwing it forward. I wanted to throw it back Donkey Kong style. Yeah, though I had some fun with a few mini games from Island Tour, but that's about it. No, that's fair. I feel like every Mario Party brings something to the table, but sometimes it's like, I don't know. It'll be like, here's a nice dinner, but the dinner rolls are like hard, or here's a nice here's a bunch of sides at Thanksgiving, but the turkey's dry or something. Like there's a lot of Mario Parties out there that tend to ruin the rest of the feeling of that said meal. Like there's something that okay, or maybe some Mario Parties are like, here's a good dinner roll. Everything else sucks though. Like we've been there, done that. I mean, I will say one of the reasons why I do like 9 a whole lot is because it has Shy Guy in it. I don't know why, but I sort of like him a lot. Just a nice enemy goober. Also, one of the reasons why I like Super Mario Party as well. We love Shy Guy in this household. Or whatever freaking sounds he makes. That and the bosses kind of overstated their welcome for Island Tour, and the boards are very unbalanced. Oh no! Unbalanced boards in this household? More likely than you think. Here's a hot dog, but it has too much salt on it. There you go. There you go. There's wonderful analogies, I'm sure, for a lot of Mario Parties. It's kind of crazy how many Mario Parties we've had. It's kind of crazy how many Mario Parties we've had. And they all, they have vast forms of quality. There's so many different Mario Party. Some are good, some are bad, some are mediocre, some are okay. There's just a little bit of everything across the board with Mario Party. Kind of crazy for a thing like Mario Party. Yeet. Oh, I'm gonna die now. Like one could take a while another one can be done in less than 3 old turns if you do it correctly. Holy frick, that's insane. Actually, you know what's a Mario Party game I missed? Wii Party and Wii Party U. Those were great too. I've actually not seen too much about those games. I'll have to take your word for it. Sounds awesome. Oh. I think my stream. Oh, nope. Crashing into a wall now. I think we're hitting one of those bad turbulences on my stream. It's like Dogwaterville. Hello, honey. Unfortunately, my quality is very dog water right now. Oh, internet, please hang in there. There you go. Back in the green bars for once in my life. Only took a bajillion years. Yes, hello, honey. It's good to see you. My internet's being spotty like that one night again. I'm kind of sad. I really just want to stream the rest of my plan here, but it's kind of hard to. I'm gonna be taking that. They're decent, not Mario Party levels of good, I'd say, but still great. That's good to hear. However, I will give Island Tour one thing. It did something unique with one board, that being you want to avoid from point A to B. Ooh. Interesting. Surprisingly, I think Mario, the only system I've never played a Mario Party on was 3DS. I've played Mario Party DS, Game Boy Advance. I played the Wii U one. I played Mario Party 8 on Wii. I played on every console for a Mario Party. Every console that's had a Mario Party I played it on. I've never played a 3DS Mario Party. That was the only one I ignored completely. All the bananas. Come on, internet, I believe in you. I had the urge to smack my computer and go, come on, internet. It's not even the computer with the internet. Gotta hit that Ethernet box. And even then, don't hit your Ethernet box. It's not a good idea. There we go. PK pulling some numbers for me. We got one more race, then we can move on. I feel really bad. We've skipped a lot of frames on tonight's stream. Ooh, I'm a little tempted here to wrap up soon. As much as I would love to keep going, we are dipping terribly, constantly, and I don't want to give quality like that tonight. I can't really just wait it out, hope for the best. Hoping it'll just stabilize. We're dipping a little bit here and there. Wow, now. Wow, now. Got some more bananas here. 1, 2, 3. Lots of bananas on the road there. See, well, Wii Party was very good, but Wii Party U is pretty limiting, because since it works around the Wii U gamepad, most modes involved more than one person, so you, the player, would be stuck just doing normal party mode and be cut off from the other users, unless you had a friend with you at all times. Gotcha. That sounds like a Wii U experience, if I'm being honest. But now that I think about it, it's funny how most Mario Parties don't really have a story mode except for DS, and no solo mode doesn't count. True. That was the one thing that was charming about DS. It did have a story mode, didn't it? That was pretty cool. They didn't have to, but it was appreciated. I say they don't have to, as you know, it being DS. You know, it's probably smart to incorporate a story mode, single player type thing, so that way people can enjoy it on their own time. I think that's why I liked Mario Party DS, because I think I didn't even play, like, I think I might have played with my brother a couple times, but for the most part I played by myself, and it was still, like, a lot of fun on my own, so. Just like Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games. True. God, the Mario and Sonic games are so all over the place, too. And as a avid Mario and Sonic fan, it's really hard for me to say, but it's pretty true. Whoa. Sabotage myself here. Goodbye, Bowser. Taking you down with me, bud. 5 laps here on Baby Park. Which I believe is smaller. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Baby Park is typically 7 laps. They did downsize it to 5 in this game. On DS specifically. And that's it. The console versions had just normal party stuff, but the 3DS had story mode. Oh, the 3DS one, okay. Interesting. If you actually had to win, advance to the boss battle and get to the next board. Interesting. You had 7? Yeah. So for some reason... Ooh, sorry, I had a hiccup there. For some reason in this game, they, like, downsized it. Very fascinating. That's Mario, hold on. Wario, I suppose. Waha! Shouldn't be blanking on that considering I like playing that course. That's fair. It's a pretty fun course. Got Koopa Beach, Choco Mountain, Luigi Circuit, Mushroom Bridge. Let's do it to it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try here. I don't mean to complain about my shoddy internet, but I'm gonna try here. And if it pans out, then good. If not, then we'll dip. I want to at least try to get the 8 cups under my belt, just to say I did. I'll feel like I can live with myself a bit better. Alright, got some bananas. This is a course I can live without, if I'm being honest. I don't know, I'm not a Super Mario Kart guy. None of these courses do anything for me. Just not a fan of, like, you would think seeing these blocks on the side are, like, all nostalgic looking and classic, but, like, man, I don't know. Not a fan. I like it in things like Team Fortress 2. We can, like, play on the Mario Kart map. I think that's kind of fun, but here it's like, I don't know. Just okay. This song is classic, though. Classic of song. Don't you dare. You posted a picture you drew in art club? Heck yeah. Sounds good. We'll take a gander at it. Glad everyone's been enjoying the art club channel of the Discord. Got a banana. Right up there. Do you miss the Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games? A little bit. I've gotten to the point, like, I think I've, like, because enough time has passed, I feel like I can, like, live without new ones. Because we had quite a few of them. The problem I had with the Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games titles was I lived, personally, for the dream events. Having, like, the regular events was neat, but then you'd have, like, Mario and Sonic crossing over into their worlds. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And then they started minimalizing this so much more over time. And by the end of it, like, there was just barely any crossover, like, maps and courses and all those things. Like, it was just less abundant. So by the time they were, like, really dipping out of that a little bit, I just kind of like, I'm moving on. Like, I believe the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games had, like, Sonic Forces representation and Mario Odyssey representation. You know, pretty cool in its own right. But, like, it really was just a couple things, like, that was it. Whereas, like, if you had something like the Winter Olympic Games on Wii, you'd have, like, all of these, like, mini games that were, like, Mario and Sonic worlds. It was incredible. It was incredible. I would play so much of the Winter Games, specifically the console one. That and the first Winter Olympics, Sochi was okay. Yeah, Sochi was okay. Sochi was okay. Rio was disappointing in my opinion. And then Tokyo was okay. I think a Days in Tokyo was okay. Tokyo was technically cursed when you think about it, because it's Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, but the Olympic Games didn't take place until 2021 for obvious reasons. So that's a cursed game to end off on. Yeah, if they ever decided, like, yo, we are going to come back with more of those, even though they probably won't, given everything. But if they ever did, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just bring back more Dream events, please. Why shock them out and come back so many times? So, it came back in DS. What else did it come back in? Because I know it was in 8 Deluxe, but that was due to the Booster Course pack. Was it in 7? I don't remember. I like Choco Mountain, but I don't know why, like, out of all N64 courses, this is, like, the one they pull from. I wouldn't call it the best course in that game. Yeah, the first Winter Olympic Games are peak, though the first Olympic Games were also good. True, the summer ones were good. I'd argue the 2008 Beijing was okay. Pretty good start. Winter Olympics 2010 was fantastic. The 2012 London Games were great. I also really enjoyed that one as well. 2014 was okay. 2016 was disappointing. 2020 was okay. A lot of mediocre ones in there. There's some good ones in there. Rio I thought was great. I was very happy that the game did away with the motion controls because everyone hated the motion control Sochi, so they got rid of it. That was on Wii U, wasn't it? I don't know why I'm like blurring that out of my head. It really boils down to the dream events for me. I thought everything in that game was just disappointing dream events wise. That to me, like the dream events sell me on Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. That's just personally me. Again, I'm a big Mario and Sonic fan at Days End, so I need that like Mario Galaxy level and Sonic's there with everybody. Like, how cool is that? You know, like I live for that. I don't remember Sochi having all. Not Sochi, I'm sorry. I don't remember Rio having all that much. I wasn't really all that worthwhile. Like the actual like Olympic stuff, sure, it was okay. Had a cool hub and stuff. Got a cool remix of Rooftop Run's Night Stage. Placed it in a video chat in the server for everyone to listen to later. Yo, that sounds good. We love Sonic Unleashed, and remixes are fantastic. Highly appreciate it. Go, Wario, go, I believe in you. Honestly, I didn't have too many issues with the motion, but at the same time, I feel Wii Sports Resort has way better smoothness with its motion compared to Sochi. That's fair. I am also in the mode of, like, I liked motion controls in the Wii days, and I still kind of like them. I don't love them like I used to, but I did like them. There's a lot of people who didn't like motion controls after a while, and I totally understand. Sometimes you just want a controller in your hand to call it a day. I totally respect that. Wii Sports Resort would be a cool stream. I would not be opposed to that. That would be a fun idea. Would love to go back to Wii Sports Resort after so long of not playing it. I was sad when I got the Olympic Games on the Switch because by the time I got it, no one was doing the online. I don't even recall if anybody did the online, if I'm being honest. It didn't seem like an online that would have lasted very long, unfortunately. But yeah, no, like that online's definitely got to be shot in the water now. Rio did only have 3 dream events. Rio basically went back to the 2008 version where Beijing had only 4, and they all took place in different parts of Beijing. I think that, like, you also bring a good point because, you know, again, being somebody who liked the dream events, that's why I like the Winter Olympics, because there were so many of them. I think, like, when I played Beijing, I was just happy Mario and Sonic were together. I was happily, like, just ready for that, simple factor. Like, Mario and Sonic are in a game together, let's go. So, yeah, having only 4 events in that game, I lived with that. I could live with that. I thought that was cool. Then when we got Winter Olympics, I was, like, spoiled with how many, like, you know, dream events we got. Then 2012, we also got a bunch of dream events. I'm like, yo, all these dream events, I'm eating like a king. Then by the time Sochi comes out and so forth, it all started to dial back. And I think I got so spoiled on the dream events that when they kind of reverted back to just regular event stuff, I was like, well, the taste for it kind of died for me. Now you want to play Wii Sports Resort again? That was also very peak. It was a very fun time. I remember getting Wii Sports Resort with the Wii Motion Plus little attachment in the box at a Target. Actually, the Target nearby me, as a matter of fact, for like, I think it was like 50 or something dollars. And I was just so excited to see the Wii Motion like get better. And then obviously Wii Remotes came out later that had Wii Motion Plus built into them. I have a couple. But back then you had to get like a little attachment for it. It's pretty cool. Something I love about the London. Oh, sorry, I muted my mic. I had the biggest yawn in the West. Something I love about the London Olympics is the quiz games, because that crap really tested my brain on how much I knew about Mario and Sonic. Fair, honestly. The Sochi, London, and the 2010 Olympic Games had so many dream events and so many references to it. It really did. I got very spoiled on that, and I think, again, when they backpedaled on that, I was just kind of like, aw. Got really sad about it. I did kind of like the story mode we had in Mario and Sonic at the 2020 Tokyo Olympic Games. Like, that game isn't the greatest thing in the world, but I appreciate it for existing. It's neat. Not gonna lie, I thought you were going to sneeze for a sec for some reason. It probably seemed like I was giving a sneeze, didn't it? Yeah, I had like the biggest yawn. I usually have like a little pick-me-up drink before I stream, but I feel like I've been using so many of those before stream, and it's been adding to my bad sleep schedule. So I decided to not have a little pick-me-up drink and just wing a stream without any energy supplements. And while I am definitely here and streaming perfectly fine, I would argue my high-end energy is definitely not here right now. There goes my stream. No! The 0! I think it might be bouncing back, question mark. Weird that the handheld versions get the story mode. True. I believe Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympic Games. I actually didn't even play the Wii version first. I played the 3DS one. The 3DS one was actually pretty solid. Alright, we're now here at Mushroom Bridge. My internet has decided to tick back in and be okay again. I'm really trying to hang in there for that last cup, and I'm going to be 100% real. I might wrap up after this cup. It's kind of rough hours right now. Yo, this song, though. Double dash peak right here. I might even try to... Well, I don't want to lose on this race, but I want to take that shortcut up there. It's such a classic shortcut. Wham, wham, wham. Oh, that banana snipe would have been beautiful. Just off by a hair. Yeah, we're likely going to wrap up after this cup. It's like consistently dipping at this point. I really don't like giving up, but like, boy. I really can't, I don't know if I can blame it on weather either. It is raining terribly outside. But, how many times has that been happening lately? I guess, I don't know, maybe it is a weather thing. I could be wrong. Who knows? That's a blue shell, bro. Ooh. Oh, almost got a thing. Yeah, let's get to that finish line and we'll wrap up for the night. I'm so sorry, chat. I really wanted to keep going. I really wanted to. It is unfortunate. Maybe we'll have a beefier Mario Kart 7 stream. You never know. Oh, wait. Sorry, I should probably stop snacking on your Wi-Fi cord. That might help. You mother fricker. Oh, you can't ride on the bridge sides? Oh, shoot. I didn't realize. Did they take that out in this version? Yeah, you used to be able to ride the sides in the Double Dash version. Like the, the OG one. Oh, shoot. I didn't realize they took that out. It's kind of sad, actually. Oh, you dingling. Green shell. Slime block. Ugh. I deserve to be slipping on that banana peel. Fair. Oh yeah, they did take out the sides. You can't get on the guard rail things. That's really sucky, actually. Oh my god! I slipped on that on purpose, by the way. Just wanted it to be funny. Has your brother been downloading stuff again? No, I don't think that's the case. I could be wrong. I very much could be wrong. But Zinni, I'm not even kidding when I say this. This has been a consistent thing with my internet. Like, this is like the 4th night in the last week and some that my internet's been doing this. It's been getting spotty. So I don't know what the chalk got up to at this point. Unless he's downloading stuff on the constant, like a week straight. I doubt it. Alright. Really did want to end it there, but might be time to call the internet provider. Possibly. Possibly. Funnily enough, this was that time last year where I had to do that, and it was the most obnoxious thing in the world. I don't think I ever fully made it over the bridge side of Double Dash. I'd make it 1/4 of the way there and fall off. I feel that. I feel that. Alright, I'm going to go through some thank yous, and then we'll head off for the night. I'm so sorry, chat. Sonny, Selena, 54, Evil Conquer, Gamer Freak, Zennyfinity, Omega 097. Thank you guys so much for using biddies tonight. I highly appreciate you guys. In terms of followers, Little Hoot 23. Thank you so much for the follow. In terms of raids, Otterly VT, thank you so much for the raid tonight. In terms of subs, Aurora Deity, thank you so much for the sub. Highly appreciate you. And yeah, sorry if tonight seemed a little unfulfilled. I really wanted to keep going, but life is life. That is okay. We are gonna raid, let's see. We're gonna raid the lovely Orange's Borage. They are currently playing some Sonic P06. And I believe they're showing off their Sonic model. I'm pretty darn sure they're showing off their Sonic model today, so we'll go send some love. Zach and Sonic is the raid message as usual, and other than that, thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Good night, everybody.